Because more a chere saying.
Ekyirasɛm.
A chirasem.
That's right.
Oh, okay, Matthias.
Mate ase
Afei
akɔ
na
kasɛm.
Matthias ya come kasem.
Nti ɛyɛ abatoɔ ekyirasɛm. Awo ekyirasɛm.
Abapo aha, yes say we dey mo amudidi mo fa nche me yes of efi echira ni den.
Eni abofono.
Eni abofo. Mhm. Na ya to aba na wie. It's supposedly is one of the oh no sorry supposedly no one of the most peaceful elections yenya ewo ewo yabato na yeah me bise bi mo Ghana omonsam na omo ka no ekoya kire se sɛnea isi ne yɛɛ no ma ɔhyehyɛ nneɛma no in such a way sɛ overcrowding ɛmba so and ɔmo mkɔto aba no nyinaa di ho adanseɛ sɛ bia first na nka the whole polling station na hɔ no mu ayɛ ma nso wei no deɛ ɛhu yɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ polling station ne da hɔ no mu paa kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɔn ho mmɔden wɔ saa deɛ no nkyɛn sɛ onipa deɛ ɔyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ sɛ yɛma no ayɛ yie nti ayɛ yie na yɛde ma
electoral commission
sɛ wamma ntutua bi amba na wɔatumi ayɛ nneɛma ma na adedadeda so kama ama yɛn na ekuro ne nyinaa yɛgye di sɛ yɛwɔ yɛwɔ asomdwe nti yɛwɔ asomdwe no sɛ wo a wo party enwini no mesrɛ mo a mɛyɛ nkɔnkɔyɛ sɛ yɛ party elu so sira ne nti ase mo nti ase mo nkɔtwɛn 4 years ba a ɛbɛsan ayɛ dɛn ato ama wo na sɛ no so koraa no sɛ mo nti ase a mo betumi ayɛ dɛn mo betumi akɔ Supreme Court na mokokodi asɛm no wɔ hɔ no mɛyɛ nkɔtwetwe mpontimba ne nkranteɛ ne etuo ɛmfɛ nkɔhwere ebimu kra kɛkɛ ɛwɔ abatoɔ ho na mɛka sɛ abatoɔ n'ankasa no sɛbisɛbi mohwɛ a MPs ne presidential candidates ne adeɛ no ɔmo mba ndi ɔmo akyi menyɛ sure koraa so sɛ mo busuafoɔ no ɔmo to nsra a ɔmo di ɔmo akyi nti mo a mowɔ abɔnten a mo agye atai mu sɛ mo support saa kuo wei mo support saa party no monhwɛ ne yie monhwɛ mo ankasa mo ho sɛ mo kɔ na bibi to mo a ɛdɛn mfasoɔ na ɛbɛba mo so dɛn mfasoɔ na ɛde bɛba mo busuafoɔ so nkurɔfoɔ yi a mo ne ɔmo kɔ up and down yi ɔmo busuani bi anim nti mo nya abotrɛ ɛwɔ saa nneɛma no obiara nkonkulusi ne life because your life is just once nti mo protect mo life na mo ngya yɛn mo a mo didi ɔmo akyi aba no isi ɛna ɛyɛ ɔwɔ tumi wɔ so we declare wakeka aba na mototo yɛ ni nyinaa na ɔde abom na ɔsɛ wei na edi kan wei na edi kunim ayɛ sɛ wokɔbɔ bɔɔl ɛwɔ park so na referee kɔ sɛ yɛ penalty a nanse na yɛ sɛ VAR bi aba
that's right
ɔno kora yɛnya na yɛkyi na yɛbɛbo no paa ɛsan sɛ deɛ ɔyɛ na nyɛ ɔsɛ yɛ football no nti na abɛka sɛ na nado na wini a yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛ nyansa yɛmfa ntakyiri yɛ nyansa ne nkyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔtena hɔ na yɛbubu yɛn nsa egu so deɛ ɔyɛ no a ɛnyɛ no ɛsɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛti si dwam na yɛka sɛ yɛn na yɛde tumi no ma ho deɛ ɔyɛ no yɛni ngye ho sesa no whether you are in opposition or you are in power you need to be able to criticize and interrogate what the government is doing. Someone yes I bi no nana deɛ aka no 4 years o after 4 years no then mpempenso na beba yen amante ekromofo no nti yenya sutie na yenhwɛ ne akoso no ne efe bi ntu ye hofo enra ne meka sɛ NPP for sisi a wokɔ ayi a WhatsApp na social media so a ye di nkofo ayi nipa omo a omo lusi ye no amafo osre won twetwetwetwe ba ya kensie ba ku bedi kan ba ku bedi ekire nti se nyame anye wadom ana wanye won hyehye payie na okodi ekire a monsan ko transform na monwe ho kwan am fa so a next time mo betumi edi kunim ti kakra me woka wo ho no
beautiful na say na ohwa afi said the parliament na si aye no say na ohwa parliament no be ye
your parliament or the be the pa what say independent candidate no kro wo no kra no ono so de na yaba your ohwehwe de aba so aye de obi antumi say government no president ni ntumi fa bibi hu bi amba meto no say nkofo engineer nti hopefully no the parliament will set up and interrogate everything that the government brings so yadia emakuro no emu enjoa I will advise them say they shouldn't accept it. They should pursue the government for the government to do the right thing.
That's right. Let's say a hobby
I bear the pa.
A hobby balance me boy.
No.
On balance now you can have 7 and I say Pia no. A bed. You and a goku, you better was it. Yeah, you better was it pa. Na me baba no dey na wo ka kire no.
Oh baba na say o san come back because we treat you know when twa ni year ma me.
Na ka friend say
na so uko twa treat here so twa na phone no we twa half year.
We trying to full.
I
see. Na sakura ye full and a half.
Papa, oh yeah, bad, Papa.
Oh, oh, question keko. Sakura, you full and I say half.
I 0.
And even I will try na.
And maybe a train wheelchair and another so me call a you.
I said a honey ebano.
Maybe I'll buy a simple and chair. That was because
Media be. Oh wow. Now what kai I send it here? I feel say.
Oh, there be said. Obia benyini.
Oh, that Kato was it, and it will be enemies who will be a being But I want you to bring back that feeling of those times. Some run now come with not to say. Not to say.
No, difference be any.
Not feeling it to say.
A difference be any, Papa.
Oh, okay, all right. I see. It means I'm going to be on. Now, on managing your food.
That's right.
Anyway, you better home. But guess no energy will who. In the event day.
And yentum near
here. Head you will be back home. Okay, all right, then what come at it? Now, you're my fire chief, Aquaba. So, of course, strong room. Said the night.
Of course, strong room to
Waba. Strong room, hold you who you know. Send over boy, money. Becca. I can't aftermath no. Into Yama, fire chief, Aquaba. And the fire.
And the baba.
And the fire.
And the baba.
And the fire chief.
And the baba's belly.
Open Vigates.
Good. And where?
Me too good to pa. Me too good pa. Hey, Charlie, ya few.
Oh, na so we dey me ko ye secondment what ya say
Wait, okay, there.
secondment na me ko ye secondment
Secondment.
ai
Hey.
eri na man adwuma what ya say
Okay.
I answer what we say maybe if we have the chance not to look into it people tell us stories and I'm not the type what ya say it's what we say me tie mfidie bebree ma kɔ social media bebree American election who bebree bi obaka kyerɛ sɛ American election no nwiamu kɔɔ mu because near media ne ka no ne afa no tra da we have come past that because when I'm kind we live in a global age. The facilities make it possible for you to know what is happening. We hear any prophet bill an accept person. What do I say? And sometimes some of us who have taken interest in some of these things, we want to know what is actually happening. Not necessarily being always fed by others, of which most often they are not, they have their own personal interest and then distort information. It's strong group, even though it was in Ghana, I was enjoying what I was seeing. Papa, Sana, Pepe. You be check here for kakra.
Yanko.
Say, Ghana has won. Me know you are doing papa. But when you know you're very slim. Once say a bobowa. Once a bobowa, it mean a board draw. Now, what qualify you? Draw not to qualify you. A boy on swan, or sheba coupe, and also a win. But this type of win, we share a team on boy, be a Man City. Now, only was Brom. And now, wow, team, Crystal Palace.
That's right.
No question. Oh, Man City home. All things being equal. Now, Man City, Crystal Palace, one. Even in the 85th minute, slim.
Slim.
No coach. What was the coach? All celebrated that. Not her. So, some of us, that is how we say it. What has come, is a win for Ghana by a very slim. Papa, this is the thing. Very slim. Papa, this is the thing. Our democracy is growing. You see, I have to say a nation, once you independence as a nation, but match our independence, the achievement, once and balance it. Now we use the word balance. You see, Ghana is growing, but it's not maturing. Our elections or democracy, especially the election, is growing, but we are not maturing. And that is something that we need to look as people. Then you have to say, yeah, mind with regard to our independence. Papa, any, I say, me the kind of catch no for Kimberima. So forget about certain things. Where press conference. And my act to a bar. 40 years. And this year, I say any part. And I matured. Now, we deploy military, or let's use the security services with guns to go to polling station. It's unacceptable. No maturity at all. You only deploy the security when there's a state of emergency. This is a civic exercise. The people are going to express their will. By deploying the military with their guns, modern guns like that, are uncivilized and unacceptable. We should condemn it. And I plan behind. And look at the result. 666. 6 Ghanaians have died. 66 now in hospital. Critical condition. This, to me, is not maturity. Metisena a chair. Nchiakasi Ankomano. Can say, yes, Bonabas. No! The EC need to be condemned. And I'll come there fully. Not this particular EC, but EC as institution should be owned by Ghanaians. We're testing and other people. The EC should be owned by Ghanaians and not the state. There's a difference though. What Makachi was saying, we have grown in democracy, but we have not matured. There's a difference between growth and maturity. Twins. Twins into the same age.
That's right.
Everyone per second. And hours and a separate room. So yeah, what is a obosomfo maybe 5 minutes because obosomfo say we are a day before mama no bako word no mama po be aka no according to biology we are a boy mama no say me nya doctor.
But you know me boy. Uh-huh.
I know.
Oh, okay.
You read a lot.
Have you practiced?
Babu post this. My trials meant me. I was not successful.
Now one trying.
I didn't know conditions. Not me imagine so with it, but unfortunately for me, a week to birth, my daughter was hospitalized, and Ubia Akoda Babawa Adia up and down, and I was not fortunate, Everybody else.
When you say Evanisa, na aftermath, no, now quite assembly, bro.
I don't also we Brunia, Ube here psychologist to bring you back. As important to me so Obano. And so post now can I post the end Obano's no fire basa. What I say? Post the end trauma or and yard papa. One here say when you be at any other it will take you some months. New kinky.
But chen the beche enswenka hoda ati ase.
What is that?
Chen the beche enswenka hoda.
Enka hoda. Oh, na say baba you have no kinky. There you go back. But it's a very bad experience. We do not wish to any young person to go through such a ordeal. The very person that you are with when or cause a condition more, papa, any good experience at all. It's not good experience, and then you want to have it in a clean sheet.
Open.
Let's go back to the story.
Yeah, okay.
In the 18-year-old or 19, and we are twins, back in Burma, back in Oba.
That's right.
Oba said they have grown very nice, but the woman show maturity. Which we are Diane, the dressing, Obi and Sini Yama, Burma, or Mammy, and a bear help. Yantuma, can't. Sons on me into be already dying. Oba Burma demo, a wire passa, Bako body demo. Correct. In a maturity. The man have grown all right. Uhuna, yes, owns our body cut and 10 years and boy just say. I'm not so full. But to me, and yet no. Say, Papa, Baobano, Befan, Semani. Now, Sobano, our environment a year, Obo nse na memembo ahase be fie ho. Baba ma no. Ono obako bompa na tade gu ne konso na oba. Or mature. That is different between growth and maturity. Our nation needs to get matured on some of these issues. Papa, I was not expecting that Ghanaians should allow the military to go to. Oh, when people have the gun, and yeah, before they tend to be mad. If you listen, why can I forward there in the brain? As they were firing, the people were running. They had not so much. They were not firing in the air. Now you're almost dead. I said, well, we were so almost a twasso. What kind of this thing is? Are you at war? America, hey? Yeah, Mr. Trump, from full watchers, no. They were there shouting, doing all sorts of things. Who so be continue to American put it to you. This is what I'm talking about, maturity. Now, easy, no? You're to a banner, a mining same view, and you see who is in charge. When the government deploy the security through the Minister of Defense, no, and Kaka say no, because any CI, oh, they see, I know call parliament, you know, one can say, obey security forces. I've said it here. Hillary man, election a year with Ghana. Now, chairman, Biana, where I branch kakra. I was a very small boy. There were no polling agents and there were no police. It was one of the successful, peaceful elections in our country. You can go and check. Is that what we're going to see? The next 4 years, the next 8 years? That, Papa, because of how and see if when you're people would like to go to the pool, either to watch or cause trouble. So we need security. Let's agree to that. And if the police, which are mandated to do that, to bring peace to the police station, cannot do their job, and they want to bring in the other forces like the military, I say, on there be any issue about now. I say, saying that me, yen. Olympic na eba ha no. Tada wokrom. Olympic omo ye no lenda ha no. Tada wokrom ebo a. Wokrom. Chairman so wokrom. Omo parliament so ma security company bi we fit be ba. But they could not raise the number of people they meet the requirement of the Olympic Committee. And quickly Parliament went back, deployed the military. Because I could hear one of the games. The military was so friendly, there was no gun, there was nothing. That is what I was expecting. To the way forward, Parliament, on the Parliament, you know, one of the good things that we are going to say, it's going to be value for money, this election. That is one good thing. Did I say? You need a slim, no? That's the only good thing. Parliament and I'll tell you three things in here Parliament should be sensible enough to pass a law against militarization of our election. Number one. Number two. What is the Supreme Court election? And I would strongly advise the Fadbara, Mahama, not to waste the nation time to go to the Supreme Court, a waste of time. The Supreme Court in no way can turn the will of the people. From the strong room, I can tell you the MPP and Akufo-Addo have won the election. So you should not go and waste our time in the Supreme Court as a candidate. But I tell you, because politics are, sometimes they think about themselves and not the state, you know. The NDC may. so that they can have the chance to blame the EC and not they themselves. So may go to court. But Mahama will never benefit by going to the Supreme Court because ultimately maybe you. You shouldn't waste our time as a nation. But Supreme Court, okay, yeah. Verdict. They waste our time or wasted our time for about 8 months. Almost vetted in the bar, any almost say about Mahama Afa. Without telling Ghanaians detail. All these 8 months, oh my God, me mamia or no, it is my Bible on to me kind. The Uncle Supreme Court. Okay, so who details what happened now? Register for Uncle Jim kind. But does that make sense to you? After wasting the people time for 8 months.
Oh, fire! Fire! Oh, fire! Fire, raboom. Yanti fire and cat.
Miss Ako can't hear.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I've been a tongue kappa. Why?
The same thing. And number 2, the problem of the EC. What's my first one? Because see, I know one can militarization of the election. There be a Afghanistan, a Ghana, very peaceful nation already. And why do you bring the military? We never even saw some of these things in La Côte d'Ivoire. Omumpa, the guy poised that he was going to rig the election. Masa, this needs to be condemned. And it shouldn't happen. Number 2, you see, we don't have promised Ghana for that 5 o'clock, that's 5 p.m., we will declare election. Some people have had experience, and madam, what the pressure level? Nobody is chasing you. Debbie, open. The EC is trying to do more public relation work than their actual work, so that he can write in the books that they ask. Even space in almost avoid it was the COVIC rule, a set almost 30 years, and that innovation came and they have come to help. I accept it, but it was not EC initial plan, a normal plan. This is my worry. When are you a returning officer? 4 years in now, we need you may be a apart from declaring who is the president of Ghana. When you are tell us in detail, region by region, who won this region, what number, as against 2016. You clear the doubt. What you man know? Now you now come and take the and start to tell us your achievement as against the person that left. Until you are behaving as if you are a minister or head of state. As is Yanado, your man said, not so. Unlike the previous government, we have done it. That was purely political and need to be condemned. Where Jumani said, come and tell us the result and its details as per the CINA what they call Parliament, that you will detail out the election to Ghanaians. What law requires you, and you are doing public relation gimmicks, telling us your achievement, procurement, and this. Who cares about procurement? Will you tell us the air condition and things we don't know? What Ghanaians and the world want to know is a clean sheet of a detailed result that no one can say, maintain once into a court. It is a Obipo court. We should blame the EC. Even though the law said that you are the returning officer of the presidential, you are in charge of the election. You should tell us the allegation being leveled about parliamentary thing that is going on. You didn't say anything. One sorry, echo 2 week. And you think some of us should clap for you. a shameful act. The EC should be owned by the people so that it will not be politicized. How can that be possible? I wish Nana Akufo-Addo have a lot of things beyond the free SHS as a legacy for Ghanaians. Once Mahama or Mekan, Achiba Baka, me say, Mema Uncle Plenty, Chawato say, no, a good legacy. A commission should be set up 2 years within the reign. And that commission should be independent and appoint a new EC chair or person so that the EC will be owned by Ghanaians. There won't be any pressure from anyone called the executive. Papa, if you are, I did back
fire or ye nyina ba bia won kakransa wate na ye gina ho no mo a na abrante ba ko ye Eric Nana Esiedu Morton Dr. Morton and ye twa ne tia efre no right watch that dey bi agu no Facebook all right I say question is, how do you battle with someone who has his family members in charge of the judicial system? It's like fighting God. Hey, okay, as I'm not know you.
Only my catcher say, mean tear post in my catcher say a waste of time. Send this for I'm playing the choir. We are brofo because of the combat twacking. Well, case in my court to tea, your lawyer, common sense. Case in my court. Then the Supreme Court has already signaled that if there's any petition, they are going to use 1 month. A nonsense to the Supreme Court. Because case behind the merit, even though we're only 8 months, you know, we don't know the affidavits, we don't know this. Whether some witnesses will be called, we don't know. So no court can set a timeline on any case. Or law book. We don't need to be lawyers. Cases are being handled by their merit.
No correct.
Indeed, on the Supreme Court now, the court is not for Ghanaians, it's owned by the state. Who owns the state? Is the executive. And then I told America for no. And these are some of the things that may kind of know of an independent. Yeah, so independent for now. I say a social media police phone, a control. I don't call worker, a Bobomudi, Green Street. I say social media, before more Facebook, Twitter, Nina, or more chomgum. A waste of time and space. Okay, for Munti. Nanado, how popular is it today? No, what they can't catch and so how parliamentarian into because for election is I'm just drawing a case. It's impossible. Now before say, oh, because they are no Gina as an individual, independent. When you have 5%, it is the parties. Alan Martin, he tried. A lot of people. The moment you move out from these two parties, because that is what the people knows. Look at the jubilation in the Ashanti region and those. Ask the people what is happening. The party. Well, but we are able to what is going on, and you know how the election is in Ghana. It is this institution that we need to fight. The energy, you know. You see, and I'm saying it should be owned by Ghanaians, the people, not the state. Judiciary owned by the people, not the state. How can that be? A judicial commission that appointed judges. The judge to what will be there will be exceptional cases. Some people are born biased. But majority, you know, when you give them the chance, hey man, way, meet how it was going and humbleness, you know. What do you say? Say you been a fan genuinely. No crowd to extend he was using even verses in the Bible. Well, it tells you say there are some Ghanaians, including Jean Mensah, saying yeah, Aban executive now appointing her, the woman will do her work effectively without fear or favor. Here, the Attorney General, Mama always say, even though it's from the family, you could see cases back or trying independent report. This is what we want, even though Ofia Buswim, ya appointing no, I was not happy. But I have seen, no kwadi I have seen. Here, I didn't know Amiran. So power in the report. Here, go and read it. What Johnny professional verdict say? I deal with the papa. PDS. What Johnny professional verdict said? No, there's criminality in it. Stop it. Nana Kufuado, Buswini no. Nana Kufuado na fano. And so, we yen juma professionally. This tells some of us that and you Ghana for na corruption for us to move and enjoy maturity, no, we need to own these important institutions. What do you say, Shirak? Says an another one winning. You know what they are to one, take credit from Shirak. Because executive now appointing utie analysis lecturers ne lawyers ne pundits election way one na education soon in fast war at the form we also a lawyer, we a doctor, we say what is in their head, because otu in our energy and some of them are speaking because maybe something can come away. That thing need to stop. Inti me offer Tumberma. I hope say this year what I want to say.
And yes, I will can wa confession.
But I'm going to educate more. Say na omunfa eskama po control radio. Na education on koso. Na education on koso. That demonstration that we're going to do in Ghana. We're not going to invite them on the ministry it you didn't condom in Ghana because I say a demonstration.
Now, fire, especially as so person can't say Mitchell. We are fufro. Why fufro? What I say?
This is special. You're listening to Bamaso Ajinkese.
Okay. Thank you.
Indeed, Papa, I could say, near catch Parliament, say Parliament, you say Constitution or Bama Tome and catch for Constitution, near maybe why I'm lying. Indeed, it seemed to pense. Mon coso referendum within 6 months, and in the referendum, no, the person judges no more, no better now. They should be affirmed again by a judicial commission, near to political unity. Intia ni bibia monument mano onko enkotin fi IGP no ho no person president bia ba new coming president and we were appointed the new coming the new coming executive cannot appoint the IGP and the police commissioners. Indeed, the 16 regions commissioners should be elected. Papa, if you are able to own these institutions as a nation, we are going to move from growth into maturity as a nation. Until then, after that, only say, I'll use if you permit me. I'll try and be a bit sensible. Just permit me to go. Papa, Obada, Ozede.
Say what you do, can say, Ubusame. I was so a cassette.
I want confirmation.
Never confirmation, say, where you have confirmation. Oh, what's that? And never be Honoma, oh, yet, Danya, would you mean confirm different from what is being said?
Okay. In the Baba, oh, say it. Most often than not, is about only 50%. Also, when you're doctor, I can kind and omo plan say because you exercise na ma wa koda only 15% of the world population. A pleasure no. There's nothing traveling, nothing car ain't being compared even though a short depending a draw on na Ishan can upon say, "We share me book, Emma me fire, me yes, solemnly, I said, me fire my week. Na me obia who me go say, oh dear drone, na me san kind. Jano. Na me fire bupu a asembeto. Nti me no aka le tiano, mana me to me box. End of.
But chess on for address no ma the buy the baba.
Na ade ni say o ko nom wan basa no anom prekese wan. So be ma ahwe de be ko fo. But there's a pleasure. In the pleasure nintina ye na ye kwese ade. Desi bibia for fellas for bonyo that be ko tu. O say ade bia ni wiase asen no. Ana papa panimu no aka sa. Na in my readings and I'm going to Bible. As a Korean news. Ama Prophet Muhammad Yakupon Sunjan count was a Clemoni Bearman. I didn't the Mama Unum in Kunho Oba Paradise Ubenya 78. It did be Ashubakum, Papa, and yet that I get the Shin Babo our paradise.
Hey, I did correct any addition bo.
Aha, well, it was one component. One of the benefita nka mufu mema no mko wo that time say obenya ma bebre our paradise ntumpa don't think about this 2 or 3 no ade nupo no why we na virgin baba baba smart na eni so ba no oya sa ade no na bibi tom ofa yefunu papa okobremu papa a 9 months journey obre oyese no fe na me pekala wole di na boche kala wole ha na kala we no ma me chalk me kai ndodi
and your friend is shiri
eswi twami wo tesco koto gaves kombrami me dimuka gidi tuka ya me bad be first one ma koto ga me drew a purpose men payment na man tane me homi mi so Jimmy ma ba men pay favor away a lot of things go into it na a day amami and it's at Ghana obe deliver now jina ha oh you respect women. Look at the pain it's going through. I said, man, Sadi way, I'm going to me bio. Papa, so what is that slogans? No,
yeah, Omoko. Yeah, Om the Eduma.
And I'm a point now, Bobosom.
Okay,
but oh, we are sad pain because of the nice baby now, when then you refuse. That is how wonderful nature is. In your baby, but turn a console pet. They didn't turn a console pet. Pay no cool move me na. This is what we need to do as a nation. We should look at the beauty of the baby we have now. And those election things now, pain and those things, forget it. And move forward as a nation. Now, a better answer there, Papa, we need to own the major institutions in our country back home. And say institutions say Sharat, and you say Ghana for taxpayer the Tiomka. Because trying the nature and say a baby or baby issue sell rubber stamp. Na na yeti. Papa, inti nipa kono di ade ba, and he's right. One say John Bodu, General Secretary of the MPP. He was trying to play with the minds of Ghanaians and say, Omubako court. Nasa. Who said the pay Jimmy? Oko court. Of fact, in the constituency, be a court. Yes, what we in as a parliamentarian. The court can turn it down and say, one winning. Once it be a sida. I can't go 3 years. I mean, 10 and vet Niginsino. all in the name of getting majority. Because when him say court to be organ says here, say MPP decline at the case court, the court will accept their claims against the will of the people. And I don't see that one as even democracy. So where then the essence of people going to go there? If the court have the power to turn the will of the people, that need to change. It can only change, and people have confidence. Say kokota, baby no correct that. Then the state should not own the court. The court should be our constitution, chapter 1, porno, article of refi. Or say judiciary no, is for the people. A womb, sana a word in it. Now it's for the people. Why should the president appoint? No. My mind Saudi ni Papa Smiley say Obama me coin na Marco second pointer anka many beje.
Second point that idea was okay. Why? Also okay.
Yo. Papa Smiley, me no ya dream bebre say parliament be there. Parliament be there and I call it value for money. Once over the years since 1992, Parliament, especially 92 there no, and this for nkwa. Say mame how Yakubu nkwa na oye voice ultimate. Now one person against 200 say high. Ebede. It was useless institution near Chiomoka and saying they don't have shame. 40 of them, both NDC and MPP. One say basica bomb mine car and they don't come one boom. They want to court that the court should grant them a pension package. Nonsense. And I was glad the court on this occasion auto omasem no etwene. Bon eba se omo koje esgracia. Eba se omo ebe peka. Eba se omo be police. Anything for the MPs, there's nothing like NDC and MPP. I hope all of us know that observation. And the omo never come one boom because a man omo bomb omo boneka and the omo beje. What I say. But when it comes to national issues, then the emergency, that thing need to change. And we have proposals. I hope so in the near future, no, that is how it's supposed to be. Not special for no. And I didn't tell say Parliament be there, number one. Need kind. Absenteeism, as well, number one, power patrol. You better check it after 1 year. Absenteeism, as well. Speaker is not going to chase anyone. The whips will have their peace. Didn't you? So, by what we have, you know, so even a year 137, forget about the claims of the MP, NDC. Let's say a year 137 now. Once the MP before person bad in case you say, oh, Aquano, yeah, Aquano is dead. Woman, Munipan wine. Mentia say, okay. Even 137. Anything beyond the Bakubia, any discussion be I say majority no. I run government no. I send members on parliament. So a must because discussion in back no obi is sorry from the minority. And at the NDC, now mon temo hasia, but they are standing orders no. I say moto aba. Omoto aba. Na omo even 130. Na mo 125 more majority ruling government no and they don't want that to happen, so that will force all of them to go to the house, and it's a good thing and a value for Ghanaian voters. So that is one good thing that will come. Absenteeism is going to reduce, but the next value we're gonna for ebenya adia ankaye more responsibility dada, but this time by the virtue of the figures now, Ghanaians are going to enjoy it. And constructive criticism. They are now going to criticize policies because the government, in most of the instances, now have to negotiate outside parliament with parliamentarians before they come to the chamber into a power of power. Until we are going to have a meaningful debate now in Parliament. I see England and other part of the world. First, no kota obi amfie ebi mpo omo is grow phone so I don't know no so majority. Now sound debate is going to happen in the parliament, and that is why they are there. Very for money again. Papa, another thing, and he said, oh here election now casualties now a buy. Majority was deputy ministers. I don't want to claim to know why that happened. But here corner, you will try to understand. But now, no, what's my catch up? I don't know why that happened. Because Obidi said, Amewu, or a minister, is a very hardworking person. And so I wanted the constituency. I didn't want to generalize it. Need to also where another strong minister. Also, I wanted the constituency. Into to catch him say, ministerial in I'm one perform. There may be a problem. Meaning, I don't want to go into it. But this is what will happen. The president and the MPP, they are not stupid. They will sit down. Someone will say, deputies, no, we lose some seats. We don't want this to happen to 2024. So the president will be forced to take majority of the ministers outside parliament, even though he's being restricted by protest. That bullshit needing to change. So I'm looking forward that parliament, in their wisdom, will quickly invoke that thing. And if that thing starts, it will help all of us. Then you may say because legislature, Mama president no coin on fa obi search bobo obi say a bombardie no more ideas the ministries no now legislature munyama. To me, this is supposed to be the way forward, and we'll get value. Now, Parliament na there be empty no, and you're full. Kama, say. Committee level they don't go because most of them are deputies, and deputies are doing the bit of government. As you know, I don't want to go there. That is one thing about Parliament. Very good for us as people. Papa, I want to hammer on this again. That political parties, no, a time has come. Almost here education. Now, I'm honest. What year press conference? No, we now both parties, no. Someone kind of crunch electric. They know the result, but they were still spinning around. This from some of the panel members I know on radio station here and there say it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. I said, see, now easy Edebeko Parliament next 3 years. No, I saw the shame. See, declare election now, nobody should allow to spin around. Spinning, you know, one day if we don't take care, we erupt. But a bigger party be. Now, catch say they are winning. No one winning. Papa, then you know, craziness one day can set up, and that thing need to stop. I don't see why I wouldn't even figures now because spending different thing. You know, say what you're doing, you know, and you're right because they have the figures. Dishonesty, and that should be a code for them. That until say the election have been declared, nobody, no poker party should come around and spend. Someone spending around that. You have all the 8 months or 1 year to spin around to do your campaign propaganda. Wait for the result to be declared. No, you can be the former president, you can be the who. Keep quiet. We are general secretary. It's like a student. You go into exams. They have given you 2 hours. Exams back come here 18. The hours was 3 hours. And only exams am I show 2 times. 2 times. You are allowed to bring your wife. Say kweku see onima ade no. You are allowed to bring kweku. Who say we have been a professor which number? Who books are who we asking now? You are allowed to bring it in that exams room. Now, say Yankupon ubie question and so so between your book more and you can never open one book. A case study.
I said on say fire and no a basa oh na your real self and our person
Aye.
It's no case study to her no more. On say Yamau, I say Yamau a on infinite field to play within. Now I want to me who is who say oh no why drink here. At that moment no book will be anywhere by there by.
See, Papa,
wow.
Make no make be boost straight other my tablet and a coin. Internet connected.
Sir?
Obiani, there's no supervisor. Supervisor, what pure to all on the dot. I could not go to my tablet. Case, you know what they are sending that what kind. I know the questions now, bro. And the case that time I'm the buyer, W. Smith. Almost W. Smith, a good. Into a life case, company case, no, they are bro. No, say, what's what you say, strategist. So give us your strategy as how you're going to. No, mama, I did a man go. You don't need to listen it again. Into a mom where we case yours is the alternative and solutions.
That's it.
Book book that well, this is unya chance no what there you are. What show you now submit here? You have no right to come out and catch exam and say, mature, so many 80. But what was that way with that? I'm not going to answer. You allow the examiners to mark it. And if you think you deserve higher mark than what they have given you, then you go and lodge a complaint. Yes,
here.
Now, I didn't and comforted radios, no, say, or my professors and doctors who think was a sem, and so a man. Say, spending no, we know, right? Because all that he is doing is imagery in their mindset. America 4 year. America 4 year. What is it so? Betting 4 year. What is this so? Mekai Eba Oko ye. Papa Lefan Manderson, so back I did here. More Britain hand. No spinning or labor when hands down. This is a result. Son on tea that. Well, or spin election no ya 12 years. Who when ya wait, the result will come out. So why are you doing that? I had to say no about anyam train over to me akoye hwan no train o say wo can't tell you akoda we ya oda we mu no so ye broni because me tie brochire ye nkwasa asem so no oye broni atwen owo a ye behu ni pakrote me no seme me no train ye ho akoda no na wo ye de ko me say akoda no be seme because me ye na wia eso seme ye nkwasa asem so no that thing need to stop. Mo amutia mo through Facebook. Mo say we don't need spending during the election. Almost say election activities as easy when he sees that one time result in the want to once your court. That's spinning because one day a very erupt. Some of the electorates no omo and a chairman kind no wono when we they will need it. And so still on my dream because education don't come they will one day cause problem. And I think say is one thing that we need to look at it. The spinning should stop from any poker party. Niama easy. And another one thing that I observe and I think we need to change from it because the guys are so dishonest. And through their dishonesty, it may lead to mayhem one of these days, and we don't want that to happen as a nation.
Now, Papa, fire ho. That point na memo gina ho kakra, right?
Okay.
Na in Yakwabna, North Carolina, right? And ode pictures bi to Facebook. On the pictures ni timi ke come boom, right? It is a nipa 10 kura utimi di picture baako, right? nti ɔde anuanom ɛyɛ enum ana ato photo baako so, right? Na ya na ɔmfrɛ no sɛ canvas o sɛ deɛ ndeɛ, right? First person Kevin Taylor, right? So onim saa gama no. Ana oba second person Sami Jamfi, right? Oba third one A plus. So onim no. Ana Bulldog.
A plus.
A plus TPP.
TPP.
Ana Bulldog. So onim Bulldog nso.
Bulldog there just church we need fakro.
Oh, Bulldog. And no wa manage Shatawale pen kra. What I say?
Okay, minimum.
Or entertainment industry, no, right?
Okay.
Ana Ura Martin Amidu, right?
Okay.
Then 5. Na the watcher say and say those who cost the NDC. My dear NDC people, look for respectful people to speak for the party. Na otro we no arantie me de Rabiu Sahadu Al Hassan. Or say an honest NPP member will never be too proud of this manufactured resource. Kai. Fire.
Na ai kwabrampo de yana no we mi wanwa say na I'm going to call the aid producer ba atibobo e be for aid no of Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia na waba wase kwabna yonkontompo kwabna ne wakan na is was yonkontompo na not was be bia there Mahmoud Bawumia say ya Britain be bia omokoyi na ono nanam wase Mahmoud Bawumia was advised by His Excellency another damn kwase mama na nyisika emfi any party member ho until he have not in his life as a running mate and as a vice taking money from any Ghanaian into Kwabna. So our pictures are on femra recita what the ma Yero Mahmoud Bawumia was so Kwabna and Kuntum Popa, and he doesn't know why the guy said that.
Into upper receipt na
was it receipt and now because you can make a picture. Abi wan go twa picture.
Abi twa photo.
O twa photo. Nti waso mfa ni photo mra.
No, any photo bu ho.
Oh. You say. For this kind of man you are Mahmoud Bawumia.
Fire.
Now money that was given to the party. Even when they are going to Ghana, Bawumia will never handle the money a party for no and this kind of contest. He's there to give lectures.
Fire.
Baba, what did you say?
Oh, me who photo be our no rabba Bawumia jina ho.
Any on family. No gas a photo no. A moon or this kind of man. The guy is waiting for it. The aid, you know, but it's never to that. Now I'm arranging that he will come on air. Na Kwabna and so Baba catches and me man say me and Kwabna this kind of shit. Mahmoud Bawumia said. Papa, I was going to say few things. Now, if you permit me, Bako, we need to look at it. Man can't want someone. Now I say strong room now. I'm a on say yeah, no, you do try to be fair in our approach because Makacho is not about personalities or poker parties. It's about country and the future. On say Makacho say Nana Akufo-Addo were smart. Waka. Before so be president. Makacho says you didn't get your smart. So okay.
Mekapa.
That me can say Lawrence yes smart. MPP fo bi dimantem. A radio no me monitor e Germany. Na a friend radio waves my candidate. Omu dimantem pop. Lawrence yes smart am share. Nem fa for no be yakuni na obi a omu enwu naturally. Lawrence be wu natural. Dintia take a smart person or play Ghanaians or the indemnity cross as a constitution won't mean take no. Na makotu sa ade no ampo. one of the great philosophers, or say country be a indemnity clause, a constitution will never prosper. Talk I say,
That's right.
I know you're Ghana for sir, a very smart move. I know not to say probity accountability. No, you'll be probino. Well, you now say that very smart guy. Okay, election. It was apart from party, two things. Nana Akufo-Addo a deployer. That is how smart people do their business. They don't care. We have performance now. We have performance per the slogan free SHS now. Once I know we have performance now. He has suffered what we call incumbent syndrome.
Huh?
Incumbent syndrome. A political science.
Okay. Yare or dada. Yare or dada.
Yare or I had to say why you premier shape, Well, I you struggle in the next league. But we not check out here.
Pressure down so.
Pressure down so. And the players, they have achieved something. They are not well motivated. Into a syndrome. Say, okay, Rollins. The first 10 one, I do buy his will be able. Current second term, results not so tear. Syndrome national. Kufo. Correct? Figures so I hope the producer at the Bebro, Cecilia. Second term, result not so tear. You are Muhammad. The result is so tear, Papa. Now, we have election wins one. Yakona Akufo-Addo 55 or 53. Down to 51 on the Swati. Into achievement or whatever you think say going to the election, Anyajuma, he have suffered what we call the incumbent syndrome. The people, some of them are not happy. Into they have expressed it in the vote. Right. Into Obibaka say, okay, the antenna end there when you sue. Not knowing whether the promises and what he have done will let him stay. Unlike Mahama, what Gina said, my development, my say, government battle about boy. This is what he did. And it worked for him. One, more result no woman, Ubehu Oti region. And I'm giving you an example. Oti region, Echo Green. A new region, and no, any fellow, gerrymandering. Gerrymandering, just say, Washada, equity, electoral zones. So he can get advantage from those new created, no. But this time around, Anyajuma, I'm yet to look into it. Why I say Kufo time a Juma, Rollins time a Juma. Now this time, Anyajuma, Mentiase, I'll look into it. But two, another thing he used was the new register. New register, I mean, I did be a buy, but you can see that one in Volta region and the Ashanti region. It may be a NDC, but when it presidential election, they have to get more than 25%, more than, so it can be 25.1, more than 25%. Whenever they are able to make 25%, more than 25%, it will reflect the whole nation. And the NDC, if they are able to pull 25% in the Ashanti region, they will win the election. That's why they were saying they have won the election. But I want people to understand, because we try to be fair. Because of the new register, this percentage never worked. Imagine. Could you imagine, say, Ashanti region difference was about 1 million. Okay, if NDC for them, they got about 2 million population. No, they got about 1 million. 1 million is about 3 new regions or 4. So what happen now? Don't say NDC. And winning most region, didn't know man win election. It's about the margin. So they will register more people in the Ashanti region. How did they do it? They open new register. A lot of people will be motivated as to go and register. Then the other places, BA, North, where the MPP, voter, they are likely to win. They send the troops there. And the troops being there, say when you're hard member of the NDC, you will not go and register. You'll be intimidated. I said this before the election. This has been the trick of the incumbent over the years. And he used this too. One have helped him. So far, only gerrymandering, the creation of the new regions now, Anke Diabono, Kyoto region, Northwest, Omatwetiano, about new regions, 4 etutiano. Nti Anka we prepare hokra. And that is how, if you want to be in politics, those of you who are listening, apart from so nimuma, they say a bombardier, I say when you have smart mind, it done that. It's about smartness. And once again, the president have confirmed my statement that he's smart. And that is why he is there now. By using new register that we never needed. And creating new regions would not need them. We're creating for the winning election. Actually, and the Ghana for Munambi DHD. A wasem and Yanasem. These are the two things. Into more NDC for one team wants to say when you're 26%. Our Shanti region, the entire it's about the margin. Ukra more than 1 million because of the new entrance now on register. Boom. And this is tactical move. Tactical. Into any boa. Now almost say just Mourinho. We use tactical. Now where do you use tactical? There be brains, and say smart. And the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, have once again used a tactical move. That to me, that is a smart move by a good politician. Nti NDP na almost Tom Wase say 20%, 26%. Why so many? This is it. Margin, esun, because a lot of people have registered now. Nti it's no longer percentage. And one better voter go for register and increase it because they were intimidated. Rents na this start class on the start here. Well, into year question. That's one of the things that Parliament should also look into it and handcuff the EC not to allow further creation of new constituency. No way. Oko America election. Once I have put my own tokwasa. Ofa state bia. Omufiga baya. Na state bi kitwa. Didn't no monko chichi state ni. To cause gerrymandering. We should not announce a administrative cost to the nation. We shouldn't allow government upon government to come run CAB, Kufuor yebi, Atama CAB. We should not allow it. GC should not create. The more they are creating it, but the constituency should be represented in Parliament. As we are speaking now, there's an outstanding constituency. 2021, Beto Aba MP. Inti, once a seat, then we are increasing the number of parliamentarians. We don't need to do that as a small nation. And Papa, I'll beg the president. Sir, you have won the election. I hope that won't happen. Say we be court, I will see a time. This time around, she listen to the people. Now, until your burden so in the appointment of ministers, you should not go to the mark of 100. No man knew 100. Now, at least one settles that mark and to woman new president. Say, Akufo-Addo, last government. Now, ministers near 75. Until ban also be CV country now. If you go anything beyond 75, people are going to talk. I say a cassette here, Akufo-Addo. I'm now appointing 123 now. Until the president now have no competition again to go. We usually this time, things are a very monumental and political maturity for our nation to develop it now. No more gargantua ministers. And since your home can say far more of the ministers that are outside and have what it takes to come and change them in ministries now. Papa, the internet, you want ministers for next year, Obia or CEO for development. Sir, Papa, never say. Kumasi Nino.
I could to say.
Kisibuafo.
Oh, okay.
Kisibuafo, something.
Yes, I'm saying. I'm saying. Yeah, Oraku Sibuafo, yeah.
We don't need such position in the country. Ministers, no, and as we ministers need, ministers need a year. The state is moving. Well, in the unnecessary position, the zone going on aviation, transport. Now, one size it down, government. That will be a benchmark in 2024. Well, now a buy no something. Not Ghana for. Burden uncle for. I think is something that he need a must. I said, well, yeah, I'm a Ghana for. As for corruption, I don't want to talk about that. It's in his hand. Whatever he want to do, it's up to him. But with this one, I will plead with the president. My number 20 ministers more than 100. Anya should cry. Obi anywhere on Obenya Asimbiu. Why we need into here what is right for the nation. I know there are good things in him, and one of it is this portfolio. Could you imagine Singapore? The vice president is in charge of finance. Woman finance minister. Vice president of Singapore hold about 3 portfolios. Why? Because they want to serve the nation and reduce. As I'm speaking to you now, Ghana is the only country in the world that your ministers doesn't see any other country. Why I say me buano? Trouble is here. Why? A small nation like ours. It's not the wages that we are catching them. Any ministry be I say wow baby, and yet you are baby ni bedino. It go beyond that. And yet you are baby ni bedino. Ntimanga say oh, na say tu omo say Debbie. A minister should have an administration. Administration is extra cost to us. Forget about the vehicles. You can't set up a ministry without having an administration. I say unyano auditor. I say unyano procurement officer. I say ministry unyano lawyer. I say unyano these are extra cost.
Na fire a minister with that portfolio.
Minister with that portfolio. Once a minister, he can't work in an isolation. The only ministers are, they don't tend to be burdened. Any minister of states, they work with the presidency. They draw everything from more presidency. Once a minister, and also for he driving. What you say?
That's right.
But minister with that portfolio, so in an office, also all those things are other ministers. What you say? So we don't need some of these things as a nation. Well, Adebowa, a benchmarking. Yeah, let's go for good practices. Why is Singapore? Why look at Nigeria? Well, look at their ministers. Well, we don't need hula bellu ministers. Well, aviation, rail. ni na transport fa wuram oko ba bia omo di trade Singapore omo di trade etumi ko share financing so that the person will be efficient and save money for the nation. What the team na ni on be ya no be nti yesre wohwe na onye saade no ema na ba me wie kra no ye besre Ghana for ya to abawie obi anko fi enko di ma na aduane na mama obi anye gidigidi bia that is the end of the game. Civic right now exercise where we electoral commission wa can accept we Ghana ni we see we NDC and NDC pompo de utu omfo a say omutie so omuntie. They should not waste our time to go to court. They should not. I'm not saying say parliamentary seats ebi ohwa ehwa ba someone they shouldn't go to court, but presidential memo bia mfa country no enkosi Supreme Court a waste of time. Strategize for the next 4 years the way forward, because election week it was very close, could have gone anywhere. Well, indeed, who person who say election will closer look at parliament. Normally what over when Greater Accra over when majority in parliament una when presidency, those two swings omuni power to say Greater Accra and the whole world. The seat of government, a young crowd for whom what is happening until they tell the government what happens. Until this election to me is very close. Until omunyai young queen 4 years. But Papa, I can't end by not telling you some comment I've heard about Nanaji, the professor. Matisse, some political analysts be say, hey, but I'm more than it. Papa, so what here? So one tia me catch them. Almost say wa yura. You almost say wa yura. Mahama take it now. Papa, I disagree totally. Tini ye. Mahama have no choice because he was tagged as corrupt. He therefore need to strategize and bring somebody that have a clean sheet. Into most political analysts in our country think say, Kobna Dufo, who have reduced the margin 1 million plus na NPP in the Ashanti region. It could. But do you know what the NPP have done to him? In terms of attack of corruption, that have cost them so much. Until nobody knows. Until don't think say, oh, I'm so far compared to for but hey, the NPP were waiting to destroy him, and that was to me affected them brutally. And that 26% and to affect the whole nation, not only the Ashanti region. They were thinking about the Ashanti region, but look at the performance of the NDC in all the regions. Any Professor Mills, TNA, a swing state, or if you like, region, they don't care. Go and look at Ryan's time, Professor Mills, as a running mate. Professor Mills, a commander, Cape Coast was with you know, correct result. Akwano, your friend, Edward Mahama, Onona, Ayana Bombadi, Hebony Diana, or Pesofeno. Mr. Mama Bianca, if I say a taba, a analysis, because people want to throw things into our eyes because they think they are professors. Papa, Edward Mahama, correct on one crew. Say, would you know as a president can unyahe? Anka, Oya Nofnano, one we expect say the northern region, Ombatwamano, and this in a one region at that time. Anyaduma Baumia and Nana Kufado against Atamels. Northern region again. Baby, as I say, still the NDC won. Baumia couldn't do any inroad. Intimim Pombe catch MPP for that time committee. Semaza. When I say this traba, it's not working. Now, Monfa, Nanado, any Aisha Martin pay, no monko. they will do wonders. For once, they will make it taba foolishness no. Because anya juma. On the whole, I would not say mama no anya effect. The woman herself, or it is a setekwe, or academician, when you're Ghanaian politician. But ye professor no, when you're politician, Papa, mean to be one said, my catch or no, when you're emeritia, Jose Mourinho could take a documentary, no, and a kind of philosophy book, no. Or say you cannot win trophy by being gentle, you have to be rough. Look at this woman, no. Nanado, who is the president of our country, or co-campaigner, or MPP, Fugu. One, I don't want MPP Fugu, or Shana White now. MPP Mofla. Egunukon. Look at this woman. Campaign or coina or qua NOB at the NDC flag ebebreno. She in what? Show me a picture who say mameno addressing the NDC colors. The woman was too lady type and can you see gentleman. Lady type. You can't use such a person in a rough terrain like ours and you expect miracles. Indeed, as a comment to the president, work because the MPP could not lash candidate Mahama this time round of corruption as compared last 4 years. And to me, the result shows in the other regions. Until next time, Obi Obefa candidate, you know. I say who say Obi Obi or you're political, more political. That was the problem. And you say, Ofi a central region, the center for Batwamano, and my mom found tono. Now, me, no, found ton back on ye. Papa, ne family General Eskin. So, Kano. General Eskin.
Mecano.
Where Fantinimua, military commander, we deny on one crew, on one Twamano, the same central region. The mama of these two regions, no. Said into no muko you feel that thing need to stop. And I think the NDC, as I said before, they are going to strategize from the shock of the parliamentary, you know. They should also stop this bullshit of picking people not on merit, but on the tribe, say, tribe way, region way, Betwamano. That regional thing, we die. And I have a cure to that. Say, Yema, Vice President, is subject to Parliament, government policy, or could defend there. And parties need candidate. They will not look at where you are coming from, but they will look at your ability to defend and express yourself of policies. That's our bullshit, no. A bit die. Says here, let me end here. Samami way NDC for Ekase. Ombamana Omoran candidate. I'm just presuming. He will be compelled into two regions as a running mate, North and Avolta. Didn't I say, sir? In the Ashanti region, or no candidate. No candidate can come from Ashanti region or from the Western region or be. This thing should stop. And my man to source you. Let's a impa. Yamma candidate no. Don't appoint any running mate on to say Waba. Obega so obebre onyobi. Na anya the same people on campaign. Well, inti ebema this tribal thing, original thing, ecosono. Look at the number of people that have been vice president and president in Ghana, Central region and the North. Why should it be like that?
Now
that need to stop.
You, first year, and some more.
Me can't somewhere mood do show and cast home.
Oh, that be
so sister.
Oh, my two as you, and so free strong room about the Wako Mountains, you know. What I say,
let me what can you hear?
80, I say, a common bauso, a common bauso.
Na make us a pono o ma be say me say papa papa any video ni na any video ni well papa e ka say na mama dey we ya na ka tell say me pewe
Fakos
we me pewe
say what you kakra fine na utie
after my no my buburu esu bia fine
na fire utie
odi na odi atie wa
me wo ade bi wa ha me hu Facebook na ma hwehwa me hu ba bi a me hu ewo Twitter ewo Uncle Donald ne wall ho so once Uncle Donald wo pertweeting pa
ai
nti ya say
am so o tweeting po mama niska
on niska on okay o mi ni firi on ma anyway
chapter obekoso on say president by law are not allowed to endorse product. I hope you know that by law convention inti say unim say phone way Obama na e wo keypad no phone bi Nancy hu bi e wo keypad
Nokia
da bi Nokia
Motorola
enya touch but
Motorola
my Bombardier kan kiro
Blackberry
okay Obama and I don't know you I can't say I love this phone sales in America until he was forced to withdraw it. But yes, I didn't know a call for because almost we endorse the president are not to endorse. But why endorse the tweeting? I'm not tweeting. I so powerful.
That's right.
What I say? So.
Okay, yo, and then say, unifiru as our global nom don't boa unifiru ho. Unifiru I said all kind of traffic back off from pa.
Yeah, back off. Na so kaya akwane fa neglect. So kind of.
Me kind of pa.
So only so ono na oye senior executive for Facebook this year. Inti ne endorsement no. Kwahwe time o ma appointing no. Facebook ede was says neglect. No mo share that. The Prime Minister of Great Britain so mistake. Kwahwe sa you know. Deputy. Boost to Facebook.
Na unim. Me say onia ide to honom no mehu Facebook no ma try ya senka mehu Twitter. Nti me so say okay, me so makokombu ho kakra, right? Na ya na Donald J Trump. Say J ni John me boa. Okay. John. Okay. Enti
ultimate president.
Ultimate president na wadi no. O say congratulations to at Nana and Akufo-Addo na say man penny Akufo-Addo, right?
Fake news.
Oh. Bombardier Mr.
Bombardier chapter mo abem.
Fake news. Oh, man can we answer?
Bombardier chapter.
On winning a second term as president of the Republic of Ghana. A win America can learn from. 2 terms for a good and hard-working president like me. Hey, now unim bibi
Gotcha me.
If you are seeing and no American sembi. Now me say yadie hu pa we ase, right? Enya corona. Enye hepatitis B. Enye bobo yare na ehu ni bi AC. Cancer. Sa yare it can never be the most dangerous yare we ase. Na nim yare na most dangerous no.
Wa ka che wo do bi ati.
Sa yare na ye frɛ no consciously ignorant.
No, what can you say?
Was a payo pa so person ye ignorant. So what I say pa de oye bia no I say ne tua pa so ye ignorant and what choose so person ye de be okɔ ne saa no matter what the reason may be ɛno yare bi a ehu pa o wi ase nse esan sɛ saa woni kro no onim papa o onim papa no enso onye big man achibobo ebetimi aka kyerɛ sɛ bi ano no yɛ cognitive dissonance sɛ onim papa no pa enso onye de bɛ onye enti sɛ obi ahu a sɛ bombardier wantwɛn koraa o sɛ yɛ fake news ba me de wo mu na e ma ne yɛ me ensɛm bi wo mu a yɛ ma ne yɛ me de what I say o say a win America can learn from two terms for a good and hard working president like me. Internet say on say they are trying to put to you say Nanado or you hard working. What I say?
Yeah.
Or you hard working. Ana America for money so abu wu pa me Donald Trump hard working pa mo anyime. Hey.
Mo ro do me.
Mu kodwuma yenso mamo. And the message that he wants to carry, no, so and I am mystery. But I don't say when you also obia ignorant at one point in time. What I'm trying to say. It's answer fire away and your name na I there bay.
Papa, and yet okay say at one point in time say what is a cry every day.
Yes.
There are certain things you don't know.
Thank you very much. Now on BB. The man ye hu pa ewo ene say when you have the chance not to be ignorant but you choose to be ignorant
and dangerous
wo opportunity ni nyina ho on say asemi ba ye me hu ye no makon hwefe ayi Twitter say ka me hu say Brad Donald ampa wa ye de be what tweet but men hu Intimidate me busa question. Na momo no wunim pa o say Donald or Twitter obetima ko check it. But wo wan ko check it. It say it tells of a story that you believe in. And then your friend consciously what? Ignorant. Then they say wunim pa and so person o ye dey way.
Ubu
anigu so. Asem ni nyina.
I say we kramoni unim see ni preko. Wan hye da koto preko di.
Tese ene no me ba uba se oba hankrofo ana se de.
Oh, papa sembo ha mfanto no na many party ase yi. Na papa na hu se bombardier ni nnuanu ba ma just wait the 2 minutes.
Okay.
Man can start some nice strong and you complete. Bombardier wadaroma ma minwie we no. Mentin fuel. Papa, any rejected vote, yan can want some, SM can want some rejected vote. And who on fast war, SN all the mano parties. Opa, rejected vote, any detail. Me what? Presidential. Rejected vote. And who on fast war, SN goom. And who on fast war, SN worker. Any akadonko. Now, Papa, say, Manya akadonko this year. And Kobe the ideas in goom. Sanga me claim akadonko. Party anymore. I know I could have strategized a lot of things. Now, is one person that we need to applaud, and you're Bonabaso.
Good.
I say all the other candidates, Goom, Greenwood, Bobomidi, Mami Konedu, Worker. I say by law, you don't call court. You force one, no mutia kuya don't call is Kamano.
Oh,
10 years.
Okay.
10 years. 10 years, me fire na make won be bia intimo amanfo hu ba bi o muti ase na mato aso
so mu okay, no problem. And what I say special why a few ones inti way.
Your friend I've been a child. Uche and 24 radio.
Thank you.
That's it. Abra chanu bo dem de how can no how can he about Nali any one say what fit the so am say some beto mama hama beto makufu ado no beto ma akwadonko onum so mudi matem ha
ai okay me trouble pa
da benya say me kan ye ni matem ha
any amafo antiase
me nua why to test me behind the scenes say are you serious because they be about I'm saying you're serious pa. Papa here performance. Ekria don ko etu latte. We tu latte. We a doctor, we tu no. We tu no. Oh, inti sa small parties you know. Me sra omo ni de kwan so. Omo ye contribution na omo refer omo fund ekria don ko esika ma no. Of immediate and sana January aba. No fa nkodi ni bronya because what say don't underestimate any human being. Ekria don ko ya just mami Konadu who was once the first lady of our nation for almost 19 years. But ya dia say no. Hey, mon ko fancy kamano. Ansana January aba. Inti papa none of the above adano before election me kan no. I think say we have to ask Parliament to discuss it Australia for mu use because of here nkofo bebre empe nkofo 2 no. And I'm pekua don ko the other ones no. Na you introduce a non ka ho a enimpo e better since smaller parties no. None of the above. But I know some of them, as I've said already, they went there for a CV. But I say they have got their CV. They should not come and milk into the political activities. No more and say Ghana isika connected. Someone will argue that a democracy, masa. Democracy say democracy kasi we the papa bia. If you want to build CV, do what is right. Parliament or I didn't go kind of worth result way. You do nyame Papa me dey see me da see. Na a bibi bet that no be nti no ase a be ba mu abe.
Thank you. Na you see nanka me pese ye call Bombardier so. Na said ye we free strong room aba no. So me pese nka we the strong room knowledge no. Ebi we say Bombardier questions kakra. Menka say me can strong room asemo. Ni mo fa bu say questions kakra. Na enkomo no enye the dead from here. Na yenchia owura odupon wo filu pa fire o filu pa em say
Papa kaya za me so mkele no
ye behwe na yama odupon aba from to kakra. One chairman of Ghana Friends Association. Ghana Friends. Oh, okay. But what mark as a fidie is that? Do punch or baba. So, okay. Or baba boy and come up. Also feel loop. Ain't far.
Kaya ya na mi use any pekasa wine. Inti onye bi on to bi wan man me. Obet mi awa da bi wo akontifo online.
You. I don't ne kwan so na knowledge from strong room. Oh. Fa busa Bombardier questions kakra. Am I? Why?
Yo, why man akwa baby?
Prince the baby. Oh. Yeah, Bombardier.
Catch and say if you remove.
Oh, so na say was so who say otiya was so who say remove ho. Because fire. One say u ko pie baby any kwan say u pie so na do ko shim na ye beto so doing something illegal papa I also remove
papa I so remove
and e Bombardier ba Prince the baby
Yeah, papa.
Na impom diseminia
Boko na answer.
Good. Na Charlie wo ye Kwame Nkrumah incarnate na
Ofilino.
Oh. I say the worker say queen you watching incarnate.
Hey, fire. Any Bombardier monkomo what it?
Yo Bombardier.
Say
a class on koso.
The fire all Kwame Nkrumah can na kura Lincoln you your friend Harry Lee of Singapore great Philip Kwame Nkrumah na me Ghana ni
and any asem no
so at the template no obika template na ho Kwame Nkrumah
na we dey answer na mema fire atwas no fire obi say said the Bombardier e kanfo Nkrumah so obi betima ka say then Nkrumah is alive, right? Na send sanity dia. Is that to say said you used to can say I'll go and come back quickly no. So possibly no say bi na sisi a Nkrumah asaba ewo bombardie mu na.
Question I know him.
I know the own. Intiane fire question odi aba no. Ye mo nkomo.
You don't remember bombardie.
Yeah, fire.
Bombardie ko.
Mechia, minim say lantern and as I say bob na what your sister table so say a roof no so
Lantern I don't see a mic.
Very nice. Much this is COVID no mobile microphone no crown by. Yeah, dio. Let's just say must you distance no. This is no bedroom or yeah distance there. Because this is
Everything. That's it. What the emperor?
I say crop is a virus go to me pay where you mo a sperms mo. And to me say the titration by the transfer you want. I say. Over the car was here. Yes, Doctor Be tried for the end and is over.
Somebody. I mean, so same way. Now we are now what the account about Nkumo our election on Kaka. International observers by which are done among African observers because go for mutual when you are corrupt. Unim Liberia, former president, also a corrupt. If this is the kind of woman Africa best and so on around and go election, what do you expect? But I don't know and change it. Yeah, that's why I don't see anything. But in the way forward, we should have African leaders that come across some integrity, go around. But we are talking about such credible people, not Liberia, nepotism and most corrupt, one of the most corrupt African leaders, Okoye observer. But question in international observers not Okoye. Almost say, on my pass some comments. Mr. Rawo, woman form commenting, Uncle Passima, well, President Donald Trump. Now, smoking tomato, my baby. Now, said, says they move forward, and I'm going to pass on comment on my observing. Where were these observers during the America and after the American election? Bombarded, bomb come on.
In the last 10 seconds, no. Also, where was there?
These international observers during and after the American election. No more Wahina Effie a mind they have history of smooth transition to power. Omatomaba Mukramu book ever Maho report. Where were they when America having this chaotic election? Where were these observers? Mental report to be at.
You me that's Mechia Tifonina because all protocol observe. Tinasa Obianya Nadia kama. Fire, what was that question? Yes, you Obi observer, and I know Nanado Ogase Yenya said it's not spectators, any observer. And Tinanka Obi observe the Nanka say Minana, Emina when you're baby call, and Anamina or say. Or when a business or Finian said, Cremonia or Bissin on Pesa de Bissino, Baku Crabatophom. And he has a we observe now what say, you know, a petu and I say, you know, a eagle no, or shed on hind and ye say a boy or your met my ataman, I say, or you have to print a number. And he observe election, dear. Nature say, also a few in ye. Total vote cast, any total valid vote cast. Now, with me, who baby, I simulation, see a security form, we simulation, any baby, and so you're able to nipa bear 5 a woo. Now, what should ye said Jimensa, a DNA coastal control room or collation center, police station, station center hall. any constituencies you know coalition ye nyina na what for pen paper hey sir okay me tie radio na me da compare man ko hwe hey sir na tie na wo so wo ye wo ankasa no wo ye ai anti wo wia no hey na no asemesi wo so ma me ko hu se hey kotre otada ho eja obi so ebutu no so ana me ko aponcheni se aponcheni se omutukosua na be ma no so eta oba no to na so wa kyerem yi red am say red se woni nya na bia we color blind bia we color blind wo red say green wo green na red na no so no wakọ hu optometrist na ya perspective amawa obo se nya dia obi ekoye division bia sise no ebia na o se obi nya 50 point something na akoye 51% na afide ye be enen nyina waka ni nyina bom etuhwe ni na so your press conference me buy Ghana playing crime for cry na say na tontom cry kame ana say na ye fine pa me do cry ye mamuto di kama na de me ko sentence ya set a machine ye obi bi bench bia say na mo massage na mes na nas mo ka favorable ye na da bi ye de anya sa de hu ye no entena choesem no na ye Philip ko hu Natani o say Natani ye hu ajinkwa no Natani say na ade papa bit me fi Nazareth o say o de me no nye kinye come and see observation enti anyway no yakopon wan fa man say ye mfa enye dai ye mfa hwe fufu ewo apato yum mfa ni di o observe ye o du say na nabrewa o si kumasifie ogutan poma asedi o hu ade o hwe na oma ade bie ni wa enti no na o hwe America eno mesisi ade tina ye ni international observer satman kofo busas na de na American ni ye to aba mu you know papa ni nyina na Brandon so that's here Brandon say would you hu dia uma obi mefa wo yere ma so that's here
Omali ehoni emede bo honu biu
say would yeah obi mefa wo yere ma
okay
o yere no member observe one kasa oji hu di enti no in that context no America for would say omo abato no ye na fenchim opo o say una wo say unim o ba America be hwe bi neko o say wo de ye ma wo tag emba o kom say we observer eno ne mo because esa na so a psychological warfare so that's it the presence of that international observer and a tenti America and they mo just say sebi ye nyan ene mo ba hwe eso
inti bombadi na maybe say question and plus different me inti ni ametia sense o pa kire say allowing the observers to come no portray say we don't have confidence in ourselves what we are doing you what me can say
akoye said obi aye jollof no what is stew egu hu na just you know on no dwane jollof ni ndi cause jollof no stew ya dia brother da
na okay bombardio member mo ha
ndina we professor
na mami musa wo what if say ya batwo no correct papa koyie edi wo mo ba behwe na o makosua wo mo ho how about that one
and international observer enye na djuma no so okosua wo de yesi be observe wo do be akoy say fire say abenkwa na wo ye meboa ya benkwa wo de be ofufu nemu wo ya benkwa na engo betani a eno no ye fe say producer surplus so that's it enye intention no so engo be enti engo so wo de be aponsi a wo betime hwegu into you know onya de wapoto no enti international observer enye omadwuma say ye behua wo de be observe wo de be ye adwuma wo pensua ene de ye obi asem de esi hu ye na ye de
bombadi professor yanya o ha de maybe some question pa o nti Azuma nurse no say you don't call somebody professor for nothing I never be a professor
you can look at my
political relevant way bombadi o ha kan betinya something Ghana put a party gonna do my dream. Question in don't you think say it's because of their financial contribution in our election? That is why they come and pop still their nose in our clean election. Don't you think so?
Fire. See obi na ebo akoma ma oyire dia na je se ne ye de wa kwoto afifi no onchiri die so that's here
what am I can go bro
ne bra ye bri nye no ni ye bri obi your papa no how so that's here oh ye papa wo jaya pade kama asase edure ya papa
Mama, what ye?
Yepa.
What can say me now? I mean, come out of 70. Me yeah, where do Ghana? And then me a young boy. And that Dr. B. A fire reception. You know the reception I'm talking about. Oh, many G. Say. I say, yeah, I say reception dance now. Doctor is sorry, no name me. Be able for a quite no what time to. Now open I'm sky.
I like I did cry no unyanko animu anasa and obi so di oji
be dey go go fun am are you got am na ubu adu pass are where go
it is what kasam that angle no so but international observer there but observing name no said American all things be called ceteris paribus said no one can economics bia no it can't hold so that's here it can't hold there's what can say Ghana sikano ye chema population will be $3,000 miminye bi you know this what say all things be constant they just say na can people mu no sa no ko se keba ain't it true America no ono ankasa no wo hwe world institutions na United Nations na ankasa America for there omo na contribute almost 60%. Itu ka kwasa sam kire. Wa wo ye wo so na wo world head organization. Wo budget and one contribute kase. Yen ye contribute 33%. China proper na omo so omo ye second super power omo contribute 6.5%. America 33. Enti sanity ain't no yes he who pays the piper no and then no oppress ye more Reagan as ye more a high life
no
I got dance say
me mama obunfo who to me the same way actor African Union AU etna ho e ma China for ecosi sa edifice no
say and no e catch say 2015 me the beto e catch say for 5 years ni China for ABC AU headquarters no me there if be bargain me boa almost at the telescopes ni microscopes ni listening devices nya say asema na ye chama kenya no eda peki o ko radio ni say hey China ni be Ghana ye bobo chede no wate dada ye mo ko mo che dada
you read though
o ko dada o tie me say enye obi ne France fo no mo say almost some ya oh yes raw ya so that's it you could then read you across the movie I'm sure Saving Private Ryan I across a World War II movie omunyina ya spy
movie the minimum until they can go
friends I say you know omo shoot snipers
okay
we yonko and na radio koto radio mu you know okoto telescope na pine o 220 kan so that's it Inti kana France for suzu eti eno mu se da bi asemu no mo ti change on wona jam na ibanja snake in the funky shadow and kung fu panda na mo ko dikodi sen ko fo ni nkwan ifo yi cho wan chan fo no mu tie sa some China for Ghana for any Africa 55 ni nyina ka nyina edda sa me minim say ya ready bag you say to make cleaning ahwehwe say sensing organ device nyina say obi nti o we cry say crown hair pe bibia tena kra na wasa akoye fofora no kra no ebia na France for 20 minti da so tie because say ye the Africa free trade ba nyame wa January 1st na be sha senti China for omoni abre enti papa na yen pon in the contest of election enti observe America for yenye American yenye observer enye say bia bone na emom no omse no me na motu mi say member okrom e say na no kenoferata say tekpe or pay 100,000 cedis bi akosi toilet no ye no frɛ ye enti we are the piper ya call for the tune nti ye wo ka enu nti na omumbu Africa nyina no na ka yedai a ye na Nyankopɔn twede mpo je japade sika kokɔ dwetɛ kan se kɔbre ni nyina wasase so nanso ye ba
another question we dey say on me mother ho
me conclusion observation no ye na kini se international yi na emom no omu ni menti omo ho esa na omo confident na ma credibility because wono oyire te amane a wakonta obebedi no oyire asem enti so wakonta be fie de na asem ho sa konta asem ho na asem ho sa pepe it once international observer eba no enye bone ebia o mehwe enye se bia bibie siga na emom no and the normal times and say observer ba ukrom dia na just say there be and say enkanen yanfa Charlotte sen koy observer of Afghanistan be a year ago
about 4 countries
so that's sa pepe enti no nkasem ni ho anke ni referee so that's here asem wo ti na wo referee
mama de e ho no say wama ntim na da ho maybe sir another thing on this year parliament more or less is going to be balanced more or less we know the figures unless obi kokot now obi kokot in there as you said all things being equal is a balanced parliament. Do you think the executive will be able to buy? The expectation now is that we're going to have a quality debate. Do you think the executive will be able to buy MPs and carry his policies through without they scrutinizing the policy? What question I say? What is your kind for be especially those of us who have good political animals? You say, it's a dear Robert Stand no a few.
Na
no,
sisi no.
Wakanda. Do you think say president or executive at the policy call? No, be say critical. You go behind the scene and give them brown envelope, and they will perform as we know before. Question in. What do I say?
Sisi no parliamentary count no sisi an pa say.
As at yesterday, no, now 137, 135, 2 outstanding, and 1 independent. Now, after this evening, 137, 136, and 1 independent. And according to 136. According to what we are hearing, sir, the MPP intend to go to court, but almost say, if you say, NDC for there, it is going to be 137, 137.
This no,
one independent.
Say the kind of pepe, and almost the Akaya, Seni West, because Salovungu, almost the account. Yeah. MP for no as on my sciences and I can't
NDC for also say and you're right they have also raised 4 flags of the result parliamentary so to high court so any day a court seems we don't know the court what they will forget about the court so I want to talk about what we have now when 19 I say a balance parliament. That guy who have the one independent, the most value property in Ghana today. Is the most value property in Ghana today. And people for person born out in case of the David. If I balance because you say I balance over the years, majority. They don't even talk about decisions. They don't scrutinize. They don't. The only thing the minority can do is to work out. They will vote. Yeah. But say, will these MPs be sincere to Ghanaians and now start to scrutinize government and PDS policy anyway? And will they be able to do that, or they will take brown envelope? Question in here. Mamade,
Oh, hunting the cost of a question, why?
Oh, maybe say, are they going to be honest to scrutinize government policy, or they take brown envelope and then we'll be hearing the still yeah. Bombard the question and state question.
You, thank you very much. Now I'm say, yeah, my bombard the crowd home so, and Yanumbia ba. I also almost so kakra, right?
Okay.
It's in a yama akuti brofo, Emra. Oh yeah, oh I ne champo, maybe I would be ano, a twinche more than a sama of you, Nesabra, what's it? Any akuti brofo, or you two where? The uncle.
Yeah, Papa Smiley.
Bamaso.
Drink Cassie, I drink Cassie.
You.
Biase, Yana day.
What's it?
Me no. Sir, oh dear, what's the Kutukolika so?
Meti Kuturukasa.
I go to Colina, me no can.
And I'll kind of say, can.
Yana day.
Nature say, Bibia Kuyi.
We are now. And I say, oh, I can't say at the time only, I can't say Biase.
Biase.
Now, why just so Alafia?
Alafia. And now can Alafia Lunana.
Baby, Lafia alone in your house, and yeah, besides that, yeah, day. Now I can say.
I was over said, okay, the over to my cartonzo.
So,
I was over, we met to was you, maybe why I dear Mrs. Why? Why I did Mrs. Minyaka said, Fe, Kappa, no, why there, now, what shall I say? Why? Now, yeah, the pencil in and say, oh, tons now only mechanics Siano. Oh, tons now only mechanics Siano. Me per se, o can say, your friend me or some fool. Me free Ghana, Hasi, Charlie. I can forward you, Bama, so a honor me tea, no, into Winsu tea. What it? If it's all your baby, why? Can the tonsu?
Sir, I how sudden I could to Colika San.
Me per Cotocolinum.
Could to Colino.
Cotocolinum, why?
I don't know, you can't say.
To was it, Mr. Mecassa.
Tobo, Adek. Tobo,
I could want instructions to grow. I was all attention to detail. Make us an me mark crossing in our room. But I say, when you close, I can answer. Hey. I want him from pool. Yes, okay, all right. Fire. Oh, when I a producer, what I say? So one can hear, Mr. Wa, catching this one kind of floor. Why?
Miti, you Mati.
Yanko, also Yanko.
Yeah, okay. Banya Magasi Obosom for Male Oti Regi, Tedo Gubanyas Absukubina, Monday, a 24 radio, Bamaso. Maybe Papa.
Hey, wait there. What? Not on to the say, catch it.
I was over steady, kind of fro. You want
Banya Magasi Obosom for Magalena Oti Regi, Tedo Gubanyas Absukubina. Wherever a 24 radio, Monday, Bamaso. What is that? Me can't say menu.
What we say so? I said, would you?
Me can't say menu Bamasu.
Said you, oh, Casino. I have went in your hoop on common Joe. And I
special guests who are around in Tino. And we do multitasking.
You, yati. I was over. You better ask it. Aye, you better ask it. Now, fire. Yeah, more was on fire, you know. Them say, I was on for, yeah, got to a you know, I was on for can't be. I was on for can't try and say, on a day, said the idea, Nessia Coyano. Senka, oh, my penda da Mahama, as our baba boss second half of the night, Nana Kufado, train ya. Aha. Now, Mahama, you in a Juma, Nanka, or Nonswasaba, and can anybody hoop. Abano, ya 2 years no. Uncle said you was on foot, Nanka Wapeno. Nanka, yana nasa bedia ho crap a sank one in a cobet, $100. We are fan to honor. Nah, I was on for the Ako, we say, you know, why a broken heart? And I say said the TBR when you hosa. I was over by come fire to no.
Yeah. Yeah, me that's be say me the main ka say me wish and na me peno ambem abem se na me ka say me nyana nka o mampeni dada John Mahama asaba ba be toa njuma o hya ase no so because na me fi say na ado di bi surunku bi eba ye edi wa kotimpa na nka me mpese met anka me de betimi di ahoahoa me ho a nda me oba maso yin so no say obi ntrem me corruption scandal ba ko a apue e wona nado abem obi ntrem bibia na nado aya obeka say wanye no out of sound competence nanya nanka me hwe no so samri ya ye ba beto ben nanka metimi e de no aye den aye challenge na me de ade dodo na no nanka me nya Maxwell nanka me de ade no but unfortunately to me because corruption scandal aban we are register and na kufado aban register I broke Muhammad here a highly troublesome say Muhammad here and now they got competence because me use corruption and the competence because any jargon na use against John Muhammad
Abosomfo
oja
says yeah papa mama kwan say me to ano oze me say question dey oze me nyo lawyer so question dey me ya dey ni better talk
me ya dey
di mam ya go say inti ibisa question no ozo yi ano me pawasa you are so objective ona man hiamu na so umpo no sabi utafrache ma bia engase bia me ya nyemo ho so antumi anko Ghana ngoda na me dey amount special for no that objectivity na wo mu no benim say daachi so mo sko du Ghana e be yishira en na yepe any question ni don't you think say na nado enya second term no you will be able to fight corruption and set the standard na ope don't you think so?
It's going to even be worse. And come on, me quite crack. Come on, me answer Papa Nanka Bebo, but yeah, what kind of cranny there? How? But the idea funny cry there. I don't even think so. I'm sorry. Right here for Mufanche.
I was on for perception.
Koso.
The idea funny cry there. It's. I don't think so. You shouldn't have even gone there.
Fire.
In this
fire. Train answer. What the train na nasa everyday I could say Febodin.
But idea
into Koso was
corruption.
What's it? Koso.
Oja say ebia this time or this time they are fighting corruption now. This time about to no crown what they winning crown is out of corruption. And we are fairly crowded out right from the scratch. And then Kamidi can my papa mo and say send Yakoba and say no. My say na o say my disappointed na baby cause me Jimmy D pass say me wish no send that so no Ghana for do na no so no na sa na omo ehwe no enti omo to aba ema John Mahama ye to aba no ema John Mahama. But out of corruption, Esan said, Nanado, why we are tasked to say they are changing I saw on your second term to shield me and in Guasia me being a record say why just one term president, you know. To Mafa Queen Bia so na Yeriki election in the favor of Nanado. And Oja, the second term here, what you win is out of corruption.
I say mental would be but I was a fire here. Me diplomatic.
No, wait,
question. Papa, maybe some question. We on a very big platform. What say what they what you can so and now the election.
Or the
not possible two evidence because don't you mean kind of class uncle me fire there and yes I'm why do you think say
yeah, Osha police stations development on record. Just say, yeah, Atwa baby a ye kinka ballot papers. Na team of armed thugs. Aboy Raho. Na omo the ballot papers if it be aba. Your polling agents need be returning officers need be they were objective, resisting. Sanya mano. What it led to. And see, these are some of the more practices. And mene wokai, and then mene amount for akasa from the MPP camp. Oh dear, what it tell you, it's normal. It's normal. Well, they were not denying the fact that it's a more practice, and now it's illegal.
Okay.
I have a
question in this. Chapter, what can I ask? Maybe so question in it.
But I said the TV a perception still. Now,
Papa, now, mamma,
hey. Because now, you're snappy. Why? You're brave.
I'm being snappy. Papa, question is you. Inti that pockets now, who say amount for Boruno, would that have changed the total result?
Of course. There were additions.
Of course.
And there were additions.
How many? Can you quantify it? Yeah, because you per se objective. Those pockets, yes, my judgment, who have that changed the result? Let's be objective.
It will be difficult for me to say whether it will change it or not. But the moment, and I said,
that is it. That is what I want. It means that even though there was some more practice, that who have not changed the result, and
someone will ask you, say, what would have been the results? Because the more practices did not allow us to see the end result, the real results. So it will be difficult for us to know the end result, and that is where the problem is.
Could that more practices change the results? Could that more practices change the results? Also, America,
yeah, it affected the results.
Not court to reject because even when they do recount now, that will not change the result, even though there was more practices. And that's why I want to establish those more practices you are talking about. Would that have changed the 51%? Would that have changed it? Yes or no?
I would say I wouldn't know if it will change. Maybe he would not have even gotten
the in simple terms, you are not in the strong room. Why?
Yeah, but the thing is that we are not I'm not interested about the results. And then I can say if the result have even been the real result have favored Nanadwa, so be it. But we can see the signs they were not in his favor. Because the moment he made an attempt he acted in influencing the end result, which tells you say the things were not going in his favor. Could you open Kruma opposed to BB or Twitter? And I was like, MPP supporter, if you are winning election, you don't have to be aggressive. And blah, 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 blah. And I commented, why would someone be aggressive if election is being rigged in his favor? Well, and see, if they are putting up such conduct, they are behaving like that, they are pushing and injecting foreign ballot papers into the system now. Why would they be doing that? Because it means they know say things were not going to be in their favor. If you're trending, just follow the trend from 1992, and I say from the previous election to this one. Well, and see, things were not going in his favor, and that's what I believe that many Ghanaians had wanted a change, and they had wanted John Mahama to come and continue with the work that he started, because we thought Anado would have been better, he would deliver, but honestly, he's a total failure. And not make Andra say maybe there's a good in it. So you say Chinchinia or Bear President, it's a time, maybe it's his time for atonement, political atonement. And in Mguasiano, send the HC this first term now Okache and say onye corrupt. But in the last minute of his tenure, we all got to know that he is what? The mother serpent of corruption. We are all awaiting what he is, what is he in hiding, that we are here to know at the end of his second tenure. And see, corruption idiot, he cannot use this term to fight corruption. He has not demonstrated that. Now, Obia Wakacha say Onya corrupt, he's incorruptible. Now, Waba, now corruption, now, Oja, did you hear him say the same thing during the campaign? Say, I'm still incorruptible, I will never be corrupt. Have you ever heard that? He cannot, he's not even dreaming of fighting corruption. And the reason why he has used or applied all brute forces to maintain the power, and then he said he just wants to finish up what all the corrupt things that he have started. Akwenya wama manfo aomo edi bokro no left, right, center. He want to secure and protect that to the end. But I believe still say, yeah, I still believe say there's going to be some end result via a best pozuno. Ujana will be said about the foreign observers. Say, Omono, they are there to observe because they have made a lot of investments. They don't invest in America. 10 years. We invest in Africa because Donald Trump and Conchen Kostra. Yeah, African leaders, no. Anado. And you know, you come chain for support. Yeah, so who the election process via is going to, it can determine or can the security of the investment on Mabaya or Oman. So and I said existing investment on Moyena. Of course, they have economic interest in observing, say, have you gone through the process successfully in the sense, say, and Mahama, cotton and all that. You know, economically it affected the Omano. And maybe I said, I bet you no more too, and in the Nemesia Kono Mufi say is going to end up keeping their investment pending for some number of months. Then they can advise themselves. And it's a Senya why ye na say wo form chi and wo form mine chi e come nchen say okwa kosrisika na say okwa kopageni for bibia. They already there, they observe how the things went and they know the outcome. And they can, with their intelligence, they can predict and know that even if they should invest in your land or not, because they don't say, yeah, the process that you went through before becoming a president and is not something that can secure their investment. They will not mind you. And they will advise other investors say they should not put their money in the cost. One peso and I'll be and all that. And see, they are not there to also say one year boni to another, 1 year mumbu be to another. No, they just therefore to see say if their economic investments will be secured after the election.
Okay, all right then. Fire no some for ya beda mase yentie enianom kakra e wo so sisi ana yen hwemfa kakra nso so ne yen sorry so yen hyase wona na sarebedi akoso nana bamaso
adwen kase papa
na nana mepacho empom etisei
oh boy na da roma feedback you me kasa na me kasa sada yi wo de me fa hin
nana me fa baby o ya na ewo enti no baby a wo mu akofa no na nka cheke ma wo dem so
me kasa me kan no na sasa be guma sun na me say
okay nana ne yem fan to so kam me ye dia to so na wasa afre back
o de mamin kasa sisi ya na mhese besa babaki ya
okay nana ene yenko boy nkomo
em sai ayi kakra na no de omu ni hwamo saa che sukra paswa omu boye ene maka
nana yenko udi ni tie
yo pasmal mi chiao na me chia obedwafo ani watiefo nyinara we de me asam de tiawa na ayi bosonfo asese musmo friend say minu sana de enye bodaye nanso aja unu say ana menta amaso saa na bosonfo nse musi akoti brofo ni didi na aye no say also ode akoti brofo de ya ene mpesa wo kyere memu ochena nenne ochena
okay
o metre me de ntia so ode akoti brofo no na mehu say nanom na so mumu na ata agrobi ni wodi my bosonfo na ama na medima sama ba wiere masre odahene by mine
semester no ada when say obi kasa aya na akudu baabi a yema oma ojamsere woni die mu ma ni akono fana no nkosi nwie sabe wo ye krachi ni ayo babu kama krachi ni kasiye wo Ukraine London ho yidie nanka wadroto joto okasa no owia na obusebusa eduru baabi ntihu se bosonfo na so pese okan kwa na asana num na fe yure fi asema no wo kan to die ni die esrade na mede to ho amaye nyina medamase
yo nana ya bedo ase mze mpanyimfo kan se mi se obi be ye ni bibi na o de be na wase na no kwasema
anka mpanyimfo se ansana mbrenkan so be sni trust no na wasema asase ka kire no
thank you nana mitu chema why nana wo se de why wo ye pa de ahwe adachi ye be hwe ne ya speaker of parliament ba na ye be kan ho asema kire why
I can watch ya en kan watch na
you watch na speaker of parliament what you say
obo ade ne ya do mu a watch na ye be kan
nana asem ni nyina ne se mse ya wo senka me ade on se so hwem wo Facebook se ya mo notebook me joto enema wo mso na empempi no fire ya na minim se ka ojoto a mi se nke be me de pa but empempi no ubehu no na wonam kwa ho bi wo hura no ye adwuma
ayo tio papa smali ebe mo wasa mo wa oni made tie mi ye pa benzema fo sa no mutie benzema benzema fo bebre sa no mutie benzema fo no bebre sa no mutie
entine enfa ho se won timi ntwro
enfa ho so oni mutro kwa wa ntwro
I see. Well, media, I was trying to create a scenario that could possibly be an exception. I know person either way. Uremuno. So na me sure say what you futu no. Na whatever call adwundwum no why there be. What to one more when need be. Why? Na abrantie bia ye friend no. Abrantie bia ye friend no. Osesi based low, right?
Osesi be.
Ni din no. Osesi based low. Owo nchen hwa America hwa ohun. Na osesi based low say the American has survived over 100 years of democracy, but ours is just scratching the surface. Upon all that happened here in America, you didn't hear someone killing somebody. Na okan say me say, with all your guns, nothing happened. Omo tuo bebrebe nyina obi antutu amo obi e wa abato no ho. Nana momo de no sa na koyeye obi antutu ho.
Sebi o Papa Sima working na kwanya adoma yen fa hwekira na manya se bia nkemeche no so meyiwa no etuotuo bi e wo so baabi na etuotuo to yen sebi unim se enyetuo pawo nkwa ne kunipa ano kasa yutuo ano ya ye kan katrama ne sen a da bodue mu etumi yetuo so na sebi so bu sami question bi say obi tutuo kuma obi dia ene minanti bi na so say bi obi tutuo ba bi dia obi na fichi kwa na tutuo o tutuo no ne mpotem ho ni ni on tifie ho ni tifie eso mu nyina omo ehye de mu say wo fie ni no ogina na fichi rachi no tutuo hwe wi mu a wo tu fie kura ye ma hyew o nkun mso ye ma hyew so you might show about you maybe this is obi jana future no ato hey ebi kura de car okay make away ebi kura de tiase nam but man so nim tiase nam
that's right
ene de
oh ti ase anam de say ye be kana poto kasem car
mo tanchem obi di ti ase anam kura no ye da shi ne tiki da da nipa na enwe so plan ya ma no so me de fa ne fa then ewudie ni bia no etu anwasa etu ansepatai kai na nso wode ni tiase anam no akogugu akongura baabi ye nipa abodompem obi na mabu obi epra nti yenua no kwasha busa ne de so worka na ankwa ama no obabi o mu busa question ni yi no nka so tuotonko an na ye wudie baabi ewudie o sonko
okay all right nana ene ye bedo wase wate na we de quick one pe military ho sensem so bepie mu ne right na meka ya America mo ye covid demonstration bi so na am say man for covid na say the restrictions bi ko na man for ni nheda anye ho nti demonstration bi ye dey be e ko so in fact wo say ne ma pa wo kai na
oh papa ne kai pa
na nya bia sa da no military makrum na military ba krum a anya bia wo man tutuo de ko so nyina wo man tutuo
Daddy, military by Chrome, na America Hano, personally. So much among your phone is a near higher. Not yet free be say, not my National Guard. Okay, almost State Guard, your National Guard. Until pension baby now, Sabi, I am America, some America, Ghana, somewhere, I am make it to my do because it's a womb, and then make a crack. Into no so much as a new base says here. Naja, Oma deployed and now man let National Guard. So we stand by. Now, of course, I was a man. A choke for the arm, name tear gas, any rubber bullet to be in a bear. Then so I can come in will be
okay.
Papa, said, Papa Robin, sorry, Papa Robin was 74 years or Texas. And I'm say, Utashi into a channel now almost say a process for no and answer that for being a 2 born, and correct. Papa, when you know what is 74 years. Into Gigino, and a domino, if you find or so. The chum to him say, it will be a mono.
It will be a mono. Yo, Nana, you better ask, oh, when she muno. Then you be a dana more to abano. So, I saw that for any opposite way. If you call polling stations, one.
Oh, Debbie, baby, I'm here, dear, America, so far, baby, I'm here, dear. Nukreni, baby, I'm here, dear. Proceed, man, who proceed, you could was the proceed you by Mickey Worcester. Okay. Mayana, Omode, a proceed for, na baby, a proceed, you could, Ginano. Any baby, a polling station, one, a muchin, a personally muchin, the more shiny baby, said the Baya, a polling station officials, no, will be safe. Ono kura no wodi to say ogina ho wodi nsa ku no bo an answer ogina ho na utu say omi ekoto aba no kura no obi twem kura no oni ni gina no mu ni din komo kama obi nso akoto na ba wi obetena kura no ogina no din kama ebi kura akoto ai coffee do not know the very process ni no so hu kama nti bibi sa de meka se baby a na so America so baby am tie de se mi hu bibi sa de a ene ne mo obi ma but obi tie no hu bi san so de a ele se na mi ni ho nti na ne je me so ntimi enkasa bi a question bu sa me no ai muyam dia ma no e krojin ana sa nye krojin
yo nana ye be do ase nana wo so hefa na atie no
with Worcester
Worcester
yeah no long down for you before you can from kind of Worcester
Nana, you ever do as what?
Papa.
Hey, I go to bravo.
I can't me wait with the need you, Nana. Nka yes a seminar at my drink a cran and can pay me to win him.
What so?
I mean, I do
watch now. Why?
Yeah, you see Fofia and Tuata, Sebio. Wait me ama me ho abakosem kakra. Fofia ni ata or moko ahayo. And one meto ata, then a two ata nti. Sa semina me pese se nyame ya dum na se ochna. Wait me aba ma me ho abakosem mama me ho ntire mu a. Be me de pa.
Ate bosom for. Na no bosom for mate. Ate.
Na say obosomfo said you see etie no se nka etimi hwehwe 1 hour bi ma no memenda anwumira na akwasi ada anwumira ko obetimi aboye tetenwum na waboye rege no wachechiri mu kakra uhu
Anya ba de kra
wana nkasa obosomfo na nkasa na tamena me nkasa
David ase nana question no said you obosomfo asie yi ano ntem no nse na nije ho nti wo se nkan ha adwene kura
ya ni je wo ni na wo se na kuti bo fo amani abre no ya se de ni firi hin dam
nana ye be kan ho asemachi why
no nko na menko
ye be kan ho asemachi why
yo mate
yo nana asabedi akọ ye be do ase ne bye bye ede ye na asabedi akọ aka se wie no mama ye nhwe ne yenko owa na champion so owi a owura abi enso aba owa na champion Bama so officially Kaleji otimi nka yenko
yeah papa
Bama so
you can see papa bia boko de
he bibia da form boko said ye wo said that
oh it's a mess
na owa hene wa hwe video no
video be ya
na ya onko Facebook
oh me thank hold there but video bo hold there be video ko ya say nam dia
say ye video ana unim
there be o ihu
ya akọ ko hwe why na ko subscribe to YouTube no why
yo
good A24 TV why eno ano no
yo
A24 TV yo ene owa hene me fa cho na ene atmosphere to say obi ani age obi akọ adwuma say na your holiday adwada no say no adwuma hyase kama obi akọ adwuma say de wo so obi aye adwuma pepepe ana
oh obi a ase yanto abampo ase yanto amba me te se me ho am tin se amanfo nyina ayo madwen se wo so mutwe kopi bi onkopi bibidi yo se de me ho no ni die amanfo mo fa trotro mo nante fom mo ko twom bicycle mo twom moto na mo ko mo ka sa mo de ko na traffic na hyase se sanity a hyase se de bibi e ko se de o se sifate da na so bi an se amamu na andi ebu ene aban abato ye to aban foforo bo aban foforo ambo uhun se sai bia o ma na etimi sanity bi twɛn e mako mo coordinates na so mo ne ye no ko mo kro no ne ye mo ye no anu mo di mo de no anu mo gusu mo bi no kroma no nti wutimi ntena fie nka se se mani age kra na mani age na me celebrate no ko sa adwuru ko akiri ko wuze de pa na menya wu mo mpa no ntimi nkyere so no mani age ayesa kotoko ne ha so mo bo kotoko wini a we ni age ubusa se de pa na benya fuma ya de asem esa kwesi yi wa hin bi sa keke bibi en free chiri mo ba tina manfo bi asore ko ni bibi ase de sifati en fa se sai bi batu kulum ka se sai bi ba si isa de ni baba me hu se don kuma no omo bu ofu ene omo so mo hu no ma bi wa shanti region omo ni nye ho ne sa de che se omo alete isi che no se nka omo che ne se adnima wi se ntinkanya butre na kahwehwemu ansa na what declare dia ye hu na ansa so de don kuma no kire no kire se oba no anti anhwe de mo kana nti no otwifo mo so eno ko declare die one on the sack. We declare Emra Omono, Omudoman sign chese. Opinion a yin say, oh, man, penino. Or man, young to me say, oh, man, penino, man, penino. And I'm saying, no more mohono. Nanko Bano, or Melicho Bano, Bano, so Bano, she say, he be on soon. When he declared, you know. I don't think say you mode.
Na owa hene. Owa hene. On say emra omu hunu saa de no. Eho na no omo kan bibia na say.
Say ade say eho na no mu kan bibia so nya declare and mo da ba beto no say ehu bibi ntihwa ansa. Eho na no so man timi an kan police station no kra bia afterwards na figures aba omu hu no. Ansa ba be declare. Answer hours cry, more hours cry, and you say be immediate hour, you know, that immediate time, no. Hours before crying, and with that when you say, I mean, you have transfer because you fear no maybe no. You who no maybe which you who say, I don't know, you fear a beer and could do more. You have to say, Neshe and Sana, if you could declare this and one. You should know what kind of someone from among formers and shall see.
Oh, I
Yea,
Hey, fire.
oh, I am not Mitia, a chief. Oh, I am not Mate Futua, Manadia Mammy. Nidia Council, I say, Yananti, but in Zebu, no man cannot credit. I shan't tell region. Also, be my custom room. I shan't tell region. You know, who press conference are. You see, chair or shanty region, yeah. NDC for assigning at the end, and they were happy. In the electoral commission, based on your signature, so I got to know. What can say be what? Mentiasie. Unless a war Ghana, you know what I don't know, then tell us.
Because say a hon hear me no. So hey.
No.
Also interrupt me. What's the one who interrupted me?
Masa ja ne man ne nko.
Inti why ne?
Oh why ne eh wati monko why?
Inti mame say you know. You see you know declare ama MPP tonyum NDC and so tonyum say they have got 26%. They are happy. So if it's any other region, I don't know, but Ashanti region and some regions may who pidi. So I don't see where this coming from.
Okay. All right. Fire. What's the question? Yenti o wa hene meeting yansa. Na yenko urabe so. O wa hene yenko.
Ebia on say papa. One say enam say wonu na omoye adwuma no omo no party members no. Omo no nim ebia the course so ebia numbers be inflate you say din as compared to the east no enya na so mako hu easy the back office no there you know the board no so and you know say almost mu pam atwa dia I think say anybody who mu bia na betimi hu asampa aka me no bi but some me matie na yi conference bi o maye omo kan e wo kom ha no na mate say si do mu sifa kan ka asam Tomo mame say oba fefe Jimensa nchen e na omne ne ko kan yesa ko nya butre omde evidence nyina kwaku gu ni table say sign omde evidence nesa omo ko kan keko omde evidence ato ano say ko wonhwe ansa na ebi o declare ade na minnim bi ntino ebi ekine bi no omo ba explain achi nyina yate say ade no Jomo kana ye no kwana senya no kure anase ebia isini so efane ni so emra no so we hu e no declared or no so declare because wa shega na boso ba be declare and we declare there but me person hu say enkofo no ewo asemfo bi a o me person de tunu ma ko declare o man sign no it me man na akufo the president still ana me ase because a political party no so mo sign egitum ansana wa ye yi e fani say wa declare. Now they say the political party, the main opposition political party of Ghana, one son is not declared. I don't know, but ama enipa bi jubilation of form.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. My 2 point na say. I say wa ko bobo wa win but said they will see winning and then strong be asa no.
Yes, slim. Engine.
One say.
I just wanted to bonny amount.
And I'm say, Papa, you shall give you. Abano. Speculations are made to free fear. What is a shanty region, Uncle Sankasano? Among 4 ans, the turnout for the voting wasn't that say he giddy, but so you have to a back to say. I say, among 4 relaxing cry. And now, sir, I'm a Q, you can say, party, NDC. One more which I say, numbers no more to Abanisha, and so number citizens don't go to Abanisha, but numbers are buying as I also do. It's no one just here. Numbers now is a war as soon all maintain. You know, aha, and you pay a quarter of a shop. If you pay a quarter of we walk at the upper. Not a broad the amount, the number of people that register award that
that's overvoting. Overvoting,
people. And you know, maybe the since I met one. Papa, Nukunya means a me send me more higher me see me face in West Fatty the beer. I'm here gonna need Baba. I'm a person no man ye 8 years a day, more butcher crown. Say a casse if you're more bar. Na said ya said a papu or court Supreme Court and I say about to I was a share because a year or man and the or man's come on said share na a noma any year Emma Ubia come up to him because we know we waste time. Demi be Jan and Convotier. Na dear betting na if you are fat in a comfort team and I say party vote no one political parties, no one can say wow to me, say my power in to declare. What be declare say? Just would declare and you be movie graded. What I'm telling you. And you know,
all right.
Hey, fire, Mr.
And you know, declaration.
About me can't send it to be that channel. Or better, I say, but who be a nay, no, I can't send channel. About we are here to educate ourselves. And yes, opinions too much, but let's assemble an old chest in young officer, young or better, I'm fine just 1 minute.
And you're snappy this time. Why?
Why? Me who concern any you are now Okano and yet during the election, before the election. Say NDC for Knaho, a more year new register, and I cost one. I didn't imagine in percentage. A lot of people registered in Ashanti region. If you have percentage, imagine it's about 1 million. 1 million, what they about 4 regions new no boom pa. 1 million stripping off. And yet during the election, you know. And then, before, I'm not now. They know it themselves. Say, Omunya 26%. Anytime the NDC have won 26% in the Ashanti region, they win the election. So they thought, haven't got the 27% now, as some money. No, they have allowed the guy to introduce a new register as some no. Into what 24 since you know. Let them do whatever press conference and what.
Yo, and I may just say, Cecilia, you know, maybe you will see maybe President Amama or Mamma to Kusama from you. I go for the bay, some poor and a capre. Or Mammy Van Yajma. And you know, one more year, also we are also beginning. Now, as soon
you. Yeah, Wasipa or one and champo. Nama Urabi, Emra. Hey, Abby, Bamaso. Hey, Abby.
Yeah, Papa Smiley.
Bamaso.
Abby, one and Coranusuno.
What do you? What's that about? Abby.
Yeah, so I told you the thing is not working. You didn't buy me.
I sent them to you.
Yeah. You are lucky, pa. I've been very, very, very busy since Friday.
Every day you be busy. Oh, they can't do overcome. Why?
You think we are joking? If people joke in your country, we don't joke here.
You don't joke. Soon to the cardiovascular. Why?
Yes, I'm here assessing the going concern of something. They hear they joke.
The going concern of something. Okay.
Yes.
Charlie, don't waste your time.
Assess,
Don't waste your time. Just address us, and then you can go and carry
the impact of COVID on the going concern of something.
Mm-hmm.
He thought the joke. Look, Akufo-Addo has won again, but the issue is nothing will change. It is going to be the same thing. The man has done and is doing all what he knows. He doesn't know anything. He can't do anything beside what he did. I still stand on this. Nothing will change. Nobody should expect any significant improvements. Corruption, forget it. Economic development, forget it. Industrialization, forget it. Nothing will change.
Abe, my Musa question get to you. Why, Mr. Rowe? Now, I just me try to meet me a grip of what you are trying to say. Say,
yeah.
And I know we need it, but nothing is going to change. Now,
Yes.
Mami Musa, if we at least, can we at least hope? Say, we hope just a little bit. Say, and yama bed, ever since I name your man and so hard, near yet the answer was here, yeah, and you be a bit Masasana.
You mean we the citizens should do what we should
everybody.
Oh, Papa Smiley, 4 years ago or 3 years ago, I told you Agrobe saw a planopa. Not so?
You said it, yeah.
We are still in the agro, isn't it?
They say I'm a powerful frabba.
It's
the
same thing. But the point is, hold on. My consolation is this. We are not going to recycle anybody.
Okay.
Do you understand? Recycling anybody is not how Ghana should be run. We give everybody one chance. You abuse it, that is it.
Okay.
So those who have lost have lost. They can make all the noise they can. No election has been organized in Ghana objectively. They know it. We all know it. So if they don't want this to reoccur, they should all work together to make sure that we streamline the system and do away with these excesses. If they were in power, they will be jubilating. They will be happy. Of course, 2012 is just around the corner. We all remember 2012 clearly. Do you understand? And we saw what happened, how it ended. They were jubilating. If we don't want these excesses to occur, we should all work together and hold people accountable. The EC is independent, but being independent doesn't mean you cannot be held to account. Do you understand? The stakeholders of the Electoral Commission are the citizens and the political parties. Do they hold the Electoral Commission to account? And Fire said it right. Look, you don't let the horse bolt away before you start to run after it. Do you understand? That thing is gone, and you are. Look, at the point the Electoral Commission can be held to account is before elections. Anything you do on that day or after that day is nonsense. It's useless. The time they were going there, NDC was going there making a looter. The small boys, free and cry, Sami Jemfi making a looter. When they should sit down and negotiate with the EC and pin them down, give them targets, they all agree on things to do. They were doing a looter. Isn't it? So they are reaping what they sow. And me, the fact that Mama did not win again is enough for me.
Okay.
He is retired. If they want, they can recycle him again. But we will campaign against him. Ghana was not made for him. We gave him opportunity. He abused it. He should go away. We are looking at this Akufo-Addo man, the man who is managing Ghana like a village. We are looking at him. But the only thing is nothing will change. The man has done what he knows, and he's going to do the same thing. Nothing will change. But we expect that going forward, new people with new ideas, new visions, new way of seeing things to come to the scene. Not Mama coming back again to come and hide under infrastructure to amass wealth. He builds one bridge, he takes trouble as much as he can. We don't want it again. We do not want it again. But if NDC was, they should recycle him because he single-handedly financed the elections. Do you understand? So the consolidation is part of that amassed wealth has been dented. But he still has more. Okay. So it can come again. Destroy I'm here.
Yes. Just a quick one, right? On say sometimes no you now bomb den cry na so it ma refresher course at I say and no the kai skills and I say you top up on them journal. So you learn new stuff, okay? Maybe so be na this time around na do be a refresher course. No, what's the son in some
forget about the man has
What? You say me can't say na say me can you ya on say ya na uso mu ya na me hu de also. Okay. Now, say Nana Akufo-Addo aye refresher course and also obey refresher course along the way. Now, so obetimi atena ho de a any obi buso adentina the same thing e dey obetimi atena ho na the same thing dey wotimi ma emme continue will be question where dey be will busa no if the same thing can continue, why can't the same thing come and also continue? On the question na anyway no Abi yankoi.
Yeah, Papa Smile, the same thing which continued. Where did it take her? Where is Ghana Beyond Aid? Have you heard of Ghana Beyond Aid again?
Oh, the person Chen say na o ho me boa. The oye no to aso me boa.
Okay. Let's assume.
When did you home?
Papa Smiley, I don't appreciate anything.
Okay. And one. But who's one to ask? What's one in who's one to ask?
Papa Smiley, the only reason why I want him to continue, we don't want to recycle Mahama to come and manage Ghana again. We've had enough of him.
Oh, okay.
The mistake NDC made was nominating him to come and do the same thing again.
Okay.
He was not a marketable candidate, but because he had the money, they felt he should come again.
Okay, so just one person who was okay for that job.
Papa Smiley, look, when I was young, I used to support Accra Great Olympics. You understand? And when I was Accra Great Olympics supporter, if Accra House of Folk turn into a human being and they tell me to kill it, I'll do it. You understand? I have the same penchant towards that NDC. Do you understand? So I will not say anything. They can do whatever they want, but we don't want Mahama.
Yo, Abi, thank you very much. Ati, you better was it.
Yes.
You better was it. And now you breno, I break into now say
so tomorrow, hopefully by tomorrow, so I have time and come.
I can't do you busy on.
Well, I hope to finish what I'm doing hopefully by close of play today.
Yo. Unya skana ya na di bia kwabo Ghana. Why? Thank you. Well, so the Ghana the oil contribution to Afako. Why?
Hold
on. Hey. Oh, Abi, we are done with you. Okay. Now we had much now. Why? Thank you very much. And hey, Nanasika ho. Yeah. Nanasika, Bamaso. Nyamiado mboko. Na Nanasika.
Papa.
Say ene wade no wa confirm say akodu meboa.
Papa.
Omusi unya no ohun. Oh. What's up ohun?
Me dey in the phone, me friend na minya no papa.
Oh. What's up na ya wo ya na say what's up call?
Normal call.
Oh, na call there.
And call there the phone na dum.
I do. Oh, okay. And you fan say dum. What? I'm fine said, but many confirmation in BBA call kama. Why?
Oh, good.
More the
More the year.
Life is all about. Life is all about risk. What I say? Na ana nsuo fa oban so ano nkyerɛ sɛ ɔnya deɛ bɛyɛ obanum nsuo bi kura afekura na obanum ice water obanum tea obanum prekese tea oti ase ni nyinaa ɔbɛyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ nsuo na wo no thank you hey ɛno hu hia o so nim saa ɛho hia paa na minim sɛ big man achibobo nso wa affiliate wafili paa na sɛdeɛ big man achibobo ɛsi afili no ɔn sɛ ɔpaadeɛ bi paa big man achibobo ɔpaadeɛ bi na mpɛ sɛ mema ɔtie nnwom ketewaa bi ɛfaadeɛ bi a big man achibobo pɛ paa ho tie ketewaa bi wate tie ketewaa bi
Looking at she kill the goat. Looking at she spend money. Something must to kill a man. Sawa day. Looking at she miss a flight. Agent man rebook the flight. I must do something tonight. Sawa day. Cause her body sweet like chocolate. Make me done this salivate. Let's go somewhere private and finish it in the way we start. Looking at you, looking at you. No matter the size of, oh yeah, she matter. I know plan on before. I just see her my fall. I won't give her my all. And she no go regret her my call.
Allah, oh boy. And you will get a video agro. That's it. A video agro.
Big man panel. Big man panel. Manage who ye.
Manage who ye so you any big man so manage who ye pa manage who na onim baby enne ye brene nya ye bre na onim senka ne ma hye obo pa senka ba ye de be obeka na we de mesre wa family ba mienu pe why mienu pe
Papa, so him ram me jam, repam me samba.
Yeah, the I can na you run okay. What I say? Enti obi frewa, right? And now who will be a catch and say nyam yad ma ochna no ngotwe. Ye be meeting. Enti you hear and say obi trying to link no on joining meeting no. Why? And one. Big man achibu be wo ho no ma obe moderate bibia fan. Why? Anasika, you say thank you very much. Thank you. You, any board chairman, Mr. Kwaku Beluado. Say, what you enka kakra, kitwa bi, near fan sorry so another day. And the good. And the cuckoo, you, Kwaku in Tianka, and the bobo. Hey.
Mr. Papa Smile.
And the bobo.
Yes, sir.
Now, so.
And I'm media sacra.
What's an macho dancing?
Magic dancing, macho dancing, and everything.
You will also mean him can know one sempa. So, but
much. First of all, I'll offer fire congratulations for something that I know him of before 2016. And why? Into the Casa name. So it is a fire that I know. I'll implement it. Thank you. Omianko that direction as well. Because that was fire. So I know fire of that language no can. And so corner I can give him 99 or 98%. So good presentation. If you say you code that way, you be attracting more, and we can push to the corridors of ours to look for what we want. Inti, me that's it.
You
second one.
Okay. Cause second one as well.
Second one, in election, the actually there will be time to talk about those things and the way forward for the future. Now, I'm a person may fire drink a crazy baby, so I want him to look into it. Democratic system, so on American presidential system and parliamentary system, no. Anyhow, parliamentarians take system into ransom. Over here in UK, you get more backbenchers. So opposition supporting incumbent supporting opposition. Okay, on compare what is going on in America. Say, Republicans don't want to see eye with Democrats, whatever. First, nanka America nanka moderate kakra wo. It's a moderate no nyina yeko. So mo take this stand here, you all tell the party stand. Yes, we practice democratic system no. Our Ghana say. Are we sure say we need to look into presidential and parliamentary as a baseline for a change? Papa Tio, I couldn't make us no. If we say what they fidia koto, you know, dear Biana to a piano, the Biana achieve grano. I couldn't who said Momoni will go dear, a betch in next time on Faho, no a coffee fidinity ko pat no ko. Let me throw a few things out. It's just academic exercise. Apaya parliament in Ekobase NDC or +1 or MPP. He said, what is this now? They say independent candidate, you know, or common MPP, the honest MPP +1, bearing any litigation or whatever, and a +1. If they're in a majority, are they going to make sure that whatever they do to get their votes to do whatever they want, they're going to do it? In the Bini say, Parliament almost casting vote. We are now the hot water. Are they going to introduce a law? Because you're running a simple majority. So if they want to have their way, can they even introduce proxy voting? We to kwaya never casting vote to meet the vote to an oko. We to change parliamentary rules, no, by simple majority to say this is how we want things to be carried out. And then, yes, I knew I say most of it. Obi Ebekwa, there's two things you need to consider. Obi Opese, he wants to leave a legacy. Obi so also he wants to leave perpetuity of his party. Which one are we likely to face? His party being in government for foreseeable future, or a legacy that I don't care, I want to leave that I brought this change. Which are we likely to see? Exploring between these two, no, personally, with Manu Beshua, na Yebeka Sem Kakra. So, but they also a kind of say something happened in 2012. If we say, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. When we say, Senka, you develop your democracy now, certain things would have been prevented by now. It shouldn't happen. But because, say, we have not evolved, no, some of the problem will keep on recycling. But you can't live in a glass house and throw stone.
Okay.
And the say, oh, my one son, now they are sure to say. What happened in 2012? What happened in Supreme Court? No? Have there been any changes? Have we made any progress? Therefore, if I'm going to say maybe a Kasa about election of a electoral commission, and the fire can I know you didn't do. Must it be President Mahama? Don't make the appointment. Do it in a different way. Won't you? You should be so about appointing. No. Can you cry? Come on.
Yo, Wobo, you better was it. What it? Na on say Say what here sometimes we have been trying briefly near call. Sometimes obi wo ho no mo a otimi bi asene mu won se wo kuni papa wo ti ase. But eba se ye chine se ye beku na ohun enye sinimu kura na in real life eba se ye chine se ye beku na afi wo hu abeg ho no wo hu ni se kai owu ye de be owu ya owu ehu ono de emra na wo ku nkrofo no bia na oyɛ de mesamre no emra fi no ho kura se bibi ye de be ho a friend no owu enti no it can happen, it can certainly happen. Yo ene ye beda enuanum nyina ase akoti brofo ora be bochema ana big man achibobo wa mu nso ye beda wase na pempensu ye dri ye brand ntini ye ma fire e de 1 minute e de kitwa bia he de be asoso or the source we are near here ye doom jano making way for hour of awakening and empowerment. Hiti fire doom jano mi uncle why
yo papa that meda bubo nso ase papa on say nzama ye kan consistency ebra yura mahama o use constitution appointed out of say ekotobrofo no tia mahama nso no ojije so I condemn it. That is the difference. Indeed, go what is the problem say no and can say any say no boy abaso. Because we have always speak for the nation. Sa kwabnati USA na ho tono. Okoye what you call portfolio investment unye sika. No. And go for be no more transit and we create a system that work for everyone. And oye timemini Ghana, Amanfeni, in Switzerland, and Hoton, America. That is a system that some of us want to create in our country. It's not about personality. A penny, it's about margin. The election was won before and you're during. Also, my election, you know means before, during, and after. There's always vigilant. Because you wish the state. That is the worry. State now Bonica because very up and down. People will be screwing to the television. They want to see what will happen. You are wasting time. You're quitting. But Papa, Medi Yakaka. I don't know. Adia Mahama as an individual I am BNC Abbey. Oh, but Abbey is
1 minute too. Why?
People want to listen to him with knowledge, but this kind of things now, election is over. He will come and amass wealth. Akufo don't have mass wealth, and when you do that, it don't make sense to ordinary person who want to grow on this platform. We near other station is a station that we want to educate people for the future. We need personality and talk about issues. I like Abby so much, but I saw the good thing in you, we don't get it. Forget about Akufo, forget about Mahama. Mahama is an individual. Let's talk about way forward and what will make our country work. What has the man done to you? Your performance, Mahama has performed better than Akufo in the election. Go and look at the figures. So what are you talking about? Oh, in the bitterness, I don't know. So an uncle proposition when you are
we say speculation in fan to answer. Why? Nothing.
It's too much.
So
I want to hear Abby addressing issues. Also, your profession. Let your profession come through your talking. There's no professionalism.
Okay. All right then.
Like
fire. Why?
I'm tired of this. We are advocacy. Let advocacy prevail.
Thank you very much. Fire. Ebedo ase nonsone enyabo enti fire. Ebedo ase why? Na fancy ase. Nyame yadma wo china certainly. Yebesa aba na abeto. So said e kan no. Hey, obi bia who's been part of today's show. in all diverse possible ways. Obia, thank you very much. And I say kese enkoma. Obetimi asa akotie dwumadie e wo YouTube. The shase kan yi nyina obetimi tie e wo YouTube. And I say when you go to our 24 radio your Facebook page na obetimi asa tie e wo honom kama. So I'm ready. We are making way for hour of awakening and empowerment. Me din no Papa Smiley. Dwumadie hu chia me. Kitua bi beat kitua bi. Yemfa hour of awakening enye dewe enso so. Bye bye.
Looking at she kill the goat. Looking at she spend money. Something must to kill a man. Sawa day. Looking at she miss a flight. Agent man rebook the flight. I must do something tonight. Sawa day. Cause her body sweet like chocolate. Make me done this salivate. Let's go somewhere private and finish it in the way we start. Looking at you, looking at you.
This is special. You're listening to Bameso Ajin Kese.
I just see her my phone. I won't give up my all. She no go regret my
Your friend Abenacha, Ute and 24 Radio.
Sawa.